keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Tekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. With Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, oh I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Breaking news reaching us now. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested, again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you once again to this amazing program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program wherever you are connecting from. Please like and share to all platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that you can be able to reach so that they can join us on this evening episode. As always, we are bringing you another bombshell this evening. Remember, Biafra is the only way, the only remedy to the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We have no other hope. We have no other direction. Only Biafra will set us all free. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to understand that consistency is the key. In this program, you're going to see the exposition that has been done, the danger that is posed by these political zoological republic entities in Biafra land, the danger of the saboteurs, the danger we are facing right, left, and center. We are going to expose them. And as we expose them, we continue to move forward and never to look back. Consistency is the key. In case you do not know, the time has come for us to get the whole story out. I want you to pay attention, pay close attention, and hear the contributions that are made by formidable Biafrans, the objections of formidable Biafrans. You are going to hear words that will blow your mind. Tighten your seatbelt. Don't go anywhere. Pay attention, and I bet you'll be glad you are part of this program. Let's watch. On our programs, people will think we are making it up, or we are troublemakers, or we are creating problems, we are instigating violence. But these things we say on our programs is also being said on their national TV, in their House of Senate, in their meetings. They know it very well. But when it comes to finding solution, none of them is ready to pursue the solution. Everybody has focused on fighting for their own selfish and personal interest. That is why the politics of Nigeria is about winner takes all. That is what their politics is all about. Winner takes all. Once you're able to be in the presidential seat, then you are equally in charge of the judiciary, you are in charge of the legislature, and everything is under you. You can do and undo. You can wake up in the morning and seize the breath of everybody, and nobody can say anything. This is what is going on in the zoo. But we, the Biafrans, have moved away from it, and we will no longer be part of that madness. That was why the redeclaration of Biafra was made on the 29th of November 2024. And from that 29th going forward, we are no longer part of that madness. Today, we are a free nation. Even though the Zoological Republic terrorists are still occupying our land, but I bet you we will evict all of them with time. We will evict all of them. Never give up. Do not get tired. These attacks will continue to come. Don't get tired. Continue to remain consistent and continue to do what we have to do, because we shall overcome. No matter what the enemies are doing, no matter what they are saying, we shall overcome. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to always remember that there is danger. If you think it's not a child's play, there is danger, and we must prepare. We must prepare. There is no way you can hide away from this war that is coming. You must be committed, be focused, and remain consistent in pursuit of your freedom. The Fulanis are not going back. They are not relenting. If you think it's a joke, it is going to consume you. And before we continue, I want us to listen to this.
Prosperity, progress, but here in the mother had a padobogo, Ndoka, Banner people, Superdobogo. Una was a Tuesday when I don't have person, Akona, Akona, Roshuna, Pesana, Chubarabugoro, no, Canobarona, Niagara Puno, no Lonsa, Wa, and Dora Bugono, Nakakureba, Akona could empty. Una Cusina, Umorziakunu, young guitar. Una Cusina. Every person na jet na agbalelu ndị na-akụrụ ya ugwu na-akụ egwu no n'elu ebe pastor ga nrụ biri ezugbo ụlọ esi ya na-ekwu ya ụmụ ogbenye atụ ego je na agbari ya fuel na generator ma ogbe ihe ache mụ na so no ba tụrụ eji isu aja kedu ka esi wewuru ụnụ sụ aja na aka ndị jiri ụnụ sụ aja mma ejiri gị sụ aja na-agba moto 7 million 10 million naira ikwani ihe eje eluigwe ịhụ na ndị ụka ịfọ na enwe ebunu ga-eje ndị si ndị ụka nwere ebunu na-eje o onwekwa ebunu na-eje o because na-etekwara edekwuo na ọgaranya ije enugwe dị adịka anyịnya ịga na agala igwe and ngo abo ọgaranya o nwere ebe ị na-eje marakwa na onwe ebe ị na-eje and ikwana ka idodo ndị mmadụ ebe a gbani anyị ji akwadobe ọgụ onye bụrụ na ọmụma ka o nwere eso ụmụ ya dere n'ọgụ na-ada ọbụna egbe ka ị nwere edo egbe ezo n'ọgụ na-ada ọbụna ọgwụ ka ị na-agwọta eji agwọta ọgwụ ụmụ Izrel jiri gwọọ ọgwụ na Baịbụl ama mụ na amakwa nke a na ndị ụmụ Izrel jiri ọgụ gụọ Baịbụl wee bụrụ na akọba bụ prosperity and ngwongwo na ngwongwo gbani ndị mmadụ na-alụ ọgụ na Baịbụl ihe niile ha na-agụrụ gị na Baịbụl ọbụ mmadụ anọ ebe ejiri ọgụ agwaghị ha na ndị Filistia na-ewe lụọ Filistia n'ọdị n'obodo oyibo ọrụ na-afụ ụwa ka ọ dị Filistia n'ọdị n'eluigwe ụmụ Izrel ewee jekwa nke ebutu ụmụ Izrel mgbe anyị dị na ụmụaka iche ma ụmụ Izrel ọ bụ na eluigwe ka ọ dị nekwa Izrel ebe enyi ya na-ekwu okwu ya obodo dị ya ọ bụ n'eluigwe ka ọ dị Jerusalem dị ebe enyi ihe niile na Filistia dị ebe enyi Corinthians ihe niile a na-agbaghị akwụkwọ ndị Corinthians dịka edere ndị ihe niile a bụ n'ụwa mụ na aga na-abụ nọ ka o mee o ihe mere eme ebe a ihe mere eme and o nwere ndị o mere n'oge fa so n'oge nke anyị eje ọgụ kwadoni ọgụ na ọgụ na-ada gbabazeni ndị mmadụ na ọgụ na-ada ụna agbanwere ha weta ji weta rice weta nke a weta project ụna enwere project ya zuo n'ike project gbara na nke emetere ibegwodu gbana ndị mmadụ na ọgụ na-ada let people get ready because na ọgụ na-adịghị akịta na-abụrụzikwa ọgụ ụmụazị ndị Igbo be anyị mụrụ na anya o ọgụ na-ada o a na-ekwu na ọgụ na-ada ma nkunu si aghọta mụ na-aghọta ihe ịnakọta na enwude ga-ebere isi onye ụka egburu isi eti na akpa awa onwe ihe unu menwu enwude onye isi ndị ka na-egburu isi tọwa onwe ihe imenwu abịa n'ihu gara nwunye gị na ụmụ gị niile burezi igwe ucha ibara arabiri igbubere onwe ihe imenwu kwa estel fara ngwa gị kụbakwa aka ịtọkwa ebe ihe na-akwa ka a na-agwụ ụnụ ka abacha na-agwụ onwe ihe imenwu onwe ihe ha nwa menwu a nakata egburu fada isi ha irisie blak kpagharịa rituo mgbe ibi nọ mgbe eji bido igbu fada ka ha ji wee bido na-akpagharị na-eme protest oge mbụ wezie gị n'ụzọ ọma na ọ ga-adịcha mma gịnị gwara gị na ọ ga-adị mma onye ifuru ka ọ na-anwụ anwụ isi ya na ọ ga-adị mma kemgbe ọ ga-adị mma tell people na-enwere ọgụ na ọgụ na-akwado ịda n'obodo ọgụ na-ada n'obodo gwanne ndị mmadụ ha sevu ihe ha ga-eji wee gaa lụ ọgụ onye nwere ego were kashi gị tinye n'akpa na-esevukwu kashi na be gị ọ na-abụ ọgụ ada ị na-enye ndị agha onye agha nwude gị inye ego ọ ga-avali ugodi ego ahụ inyere for the moment ọ gwa gị na-awa were ego a na-azụgodi onwe gị gba anyị na-ejiri asụ ego a dị ijekwa na bankị ahụ ị na-amakwa na ịkpatụkwa aka kpatụkwa ị na-esevukwa ego biko na bankị nwere bankị ga-efelu onye ọbụla mgbe ahụ maka na ọgụ anyị adada kịta eklozuo bankị agụ ewe ebe agụ ewe pịawa agha azụ so ndị ụka ka nna-achị ịgwa nka gbani ndị mmadụ na ọgụ na-ada unu ekụziri ihe ọzọ na-agwa ha na ọgụ na-ada ọ maka ihe na nwudebeghị n'aka ka iji ekweta na na-eme a na-enwude ndị mmadụ n'aka ọgụ na-ada ọgụ na-ada and ọgụ aga adị ihe edere na Baịbụl emere ụnụ kụnụ mata na ọ ya ada mana onwe onye chọrọ ịnụ ya kịta maka ọ dịghị ka na-azụta ego n'ime ahịa ọgụ na-ada tell people na-akwado ịlụ ọgụ ịgwazara ihe ị na-ezi ya from January to December ofu ihe na-agwa ha ka ị na-agwa ha chenjere ha topic gwa na ha na ọgụ na-ada anaghị agụ some part na Baịbụl ka ha wee kweta na ọgụ na-ada ịga na Revelation ọgụ a na-ada na edere ya na ọ ga-ada mana ị naghị like ịgụ Revelation ọfụ eme ịgụ Revelation ihe ebe ya agụ ebe dị gị important ebe ndị ụka ya nụ wee like ya gị enye onyinye Project Sunday enye nke ndị fa ndị Chelsea enye nke ndị Man U enye nke ndị nke general enyezie nke ndị a na-akpọ Jesus zone ihe niile na-enyekọcha ya mgbe ọbụla unu na-atọ na building unu na-arụ nke ọrụ nke arụ na-arụkasị ihe na-arụ unu tozi na rebuild onwezi anaghị emezi ihe ọfụ rebuild ihe nke arụrụ ochie arụgharịkwa ya nke arụgata ekpughepụ ya kụọ ya parapet arụkwa ọzọ ụmụ ogbenye na-ata afụ onwebe ebe ụka rụbara ihe rụba ụlọ ụka rụọ ọrụ ọrụchi ogbenye soro otu ego arụcha ụlọ ụka ahụ ogbenye agụọ ya akwụkwọ gwa m ụlọ ụka ahụ the most expensive church enwe and the most expensive school enwere bụ ndị ụka nwunye mana ndị ga-atụ ego ya bụ ụmụ ogbenye rụsị ya ndị ahụ unu na-eme ebiri ekpere Wednesday ka ha rabụ ndị ọkọtụ maka ndị ọkọtụ bụ ndị nwere n'ego n'anya unu ka ha rabụ ndị ọkọtụ Holy Ghost ụmụ ogbenye na-enyekwara gị aka jakwanakwa ndị big man ga-enyere ha aka faya ọfaya anụbịa anụcha mgbe ejuzi iji wee ụmụ akwụkwọ n'ụlọ akwụkwọ ejekwa kpọrọkwa ndị ụmụ ọkọtụ ahụ dịka isi chie ya ajekwa kpọrọkwa ha ga-agụkwa ya maka price ị ga-eti ya ndị ga-emetagwu ya bụkwa ndị ọkọtụ ahụ ị na-akpọkwa ọkọtụ kịta biko ọdụrụ ọkara gị wee nwe ego bụrụ onye ọkọtụ na-ada fire ndị ọhelu fire ka unu dagidere mgbe ọnụ nwụrụ ọkụ ala nwụrụ ọkụ elu nwụrụ ọkụ ala nwụrụ ọkụ fire oreru ka ọchanja bidoro ịgba ọkụ unu ncha agbafucha onwe ezi onye afọ ọ fire unu tibere gbara ọchanja ọkụ kemgbe ahụ unu agbaala ọsọ na fire onye ọbụla n'ọrụ onwe ya ya bụ ụta ndị iwe na-ewe m nke unu ebidogokwa iwe m iwe n'ikpeazụ gbanị ndị mmadụ eziokwu hapụ ịnwụ na agba gbanị ndị mmadụ na ọgụ na-ada gbanị ndị mmadụ nsogbu anyị nwee iru kịta anụma ndị bụ ndị esmen n'ime ọhịa ebe ị ga-agbaba ma alụba ọgụ ka ha jiri birigodi ebiri ya den ebiri n'ime ọhịa kọnka ime ọhịa niile nne ga-agba n'ọsọ n'ugbo nna ga-agba n'ọsọ n'ugbo gbogote n'elu ala anyị na-ekwu okwu ha niile nọcha na jọnshọn niile esi abanye na bunu sil onwebụ ihe ịfụrụ onwebụ ihe ị chọrọ imepe anya ha niile nọcha na jọnshọn bunu ịnọkọta na azụbeghị bụ ka na kpamkpamkpamkpamkpamkpa n'ụdịrọ na polisi akwụkwọ n'azụ ụlọ gị ya na ọgụ ada kịta ka ebe ị ga-ezo kịta arụsị ihe dị n'obodo unu buru eburu sị na unu buru ya n'aha Jizọs unu eburu ya n'aha Jizọs were resọziere anyị n'aha onye kwani Jizọs unu na-akpafu unu na-egwu ewayo unu kwuo nke unu ekwu.
On this day we gather round to honor the heroes lest they be forgot by Biafra soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Dede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC Administrative Office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build them, we stand up one, united, in our one land, guided, government taking us proud every day, blessed by the people.
Welcome back. I appreciate everyone that have connected with us. I thank my beloved brother Greg. I can see you there. I see my beloved brother Maxwell have joined. I appreciate everyone that have joined. Thank you so much for being with us here. We are trying as much as possible to pass this message so that people can understand it. That is why we apply humor. We apply different kinds of techniques. You can see our brother just spoke before I played the intro. That brother also, he was passing a very serious message in a very humorous way. So people are using different methods to pass this message so that it will sink down that all is not well. So if you listen carefully to what that brother was explaining, he went so deep and very far to put many things together and push it out there in a humorous way. You might watch that video and you will just laugh out your time, but there are important information in that video that you must always think about whenever you hear him speak. All is not well. There is war in the land. That is what he said in that video, that there is war going on. You can continue to deny it by all I care. You can continue to say, God forbid. You can continue to bind and cast. You can continue to say, God forbid, it's not for you. All those wishful thinking cannot stop it. You must prepare yourself. And this message must sink down. There is something coming. something is happening that nobody is talking about. Something is happening. Some of us are still busy going to night vigil, praying and all that. Prayer is good. Going to the church or night vigil is good. But do not forget your responsibilities when it comes to self-defense. There are certain things you have to do, and God will now give you the strength to overcome. You cannot just fold your hands and expect miracle to happen. There are certain things that you must do. I could remember a story that somebody told. It was a pastor that told that story, and the pastor was a very strong pastor according to what I had in that story. That pastor was in a dream, and in that dream, where he was dreaming, there was an attack against him. In that attack, he saw an evil spirit coming to attack him. A pastor, saw an evil spirit coming to attack him. And being that he is a very strong pastor and a well-known pastor, he was just waiting. And he was just surprised by himself. How is it that this evil spirit will have the guts to attack him, even when he's a pastor and a born again? He was still watching. And there was an angel of God by the side, representing Christ, was there watching why the evil spirit was attacking him. In the presence of the angel of God. The evil spirit was busy attacking him to destroy him. And he was wondering in his heart, how can this evil spirit have the guts to attack him in the presence of the angel of God? And when he asked questions, they told him, the power has been given to you. If you do not speak, nothing will happen. You have to give that word. You have to make that command. If you don't open your mouth and speak, nothing will, that evil spirit will consume you and destroy you there in the presence of that angel. Because God has given you the power to do certain things. God did the creation first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. On the seventh day, he did what? He rested. He's no longer busy working. God completed his work according to the story we had in the Bible. If you believe in Christianity, you believe in God, and anyhow, I'm now speaking as a Christian. If you're not a Christian, it's a different thing you might not understand. But many Biafrans are Christian. So we believe in what we have read, that God created the things he created in 6 days. On the 7th day, he rested. He is no longer in the business of creation. After doing all those things, he looked at it and he said, they were good. After the creation, he looked at it and he said, everything he made were perfect and good. So he's no longer busy in paying attention to all those nonsense. He has placed everything the way it should be. All you need to do is to alter the word. The power is in your tongue. Make that command as you to happen. If you don't do it, it will not happen. Just like I'm now giving you these instances for those who are waiting for miracle, for God to send angels from heaven to come and fight a battle that you are supposed to fight. A battle you are supposed to fight in the physical. You are waiting for God to send angels now to appear with machine gun or AK-47 and fight for you. It is not going to happen. That is why sometimes you see people in the church. What do they call them? Terrorists who go to the church, attack people in the church, take their life, including the pastor himself. And you'll be wondering, how can it be that God will allow this kind of thing to happen inside the church where they are worshiping God? Oh, God is not there. My brother, who told you that he's not there? He will be there. But there are certain things you must do for yourself. You must learn to protect yourself. If you know that the area you are is volatile, you must not carry only your Bible and be walking around. After praying, if you can carry your AK-47, put it under your clothes. I saw one video where a pastor crossed his own. He put it in his, wear it on top and put it, and he was preaching. Go ahead, my brother.
Mazu Chooks, what you are saying is great. Good morning to each and every one of you. And Mazu Craig, I see you. Those in the comment section, I salute each and every one of you. May God bless you. Today, Tuesday, I say may God, the blessing of today, be upon each and every one of us in the homeland, in the diaspora, and in the comment section. And those of us that are here talking. May God also bless Nnamdi and protect him in the hands of the enemies. Same thing goes to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And I pray for wisdom, absolute wisdom, for the lady, the Orabu Fulani. If you know Kolam Orabu Fulani, then you are not doing anything. She is my Orabu Fulani or Orabu One Nigeria. Whichever name that you have given to him, you have also given me that same name. Awimbunu Orabu Fulani, that is what I am today. So if you want to address me, Mazi Chicks, address me as Awin Orabu Fulani. I am proud of her, and I pray that God will, equip her with total wisdom that she is going to use, to continue to drive forward this, process. You see, I sometimes I shudder to wonder why some people, behave how they behave, especially my fellow Christian brothers and sisters. Israel is the land of Christian pilgrimage. Mazuchuk, as we are talking right now, Israel is in the process of manufacturing one of the world best ADS, a defense system that has ever known in the world, called X800 or XS700 or thereabout. The one they use to bring down javelins, what we call javelins in the military, rockets. The Hamas and the Hezbollah, supported by Iran and Syria, are fighting. That one is the Iron Dome. I think that one is categorized as, is it S300 or so? You cannot drop most of your, as long as it is activated, most of your projectiles or javelins or rockets will not land on the land of Israel. Once it's activated, there are ones they have built to stop missiles. And when you remember, there was a time they fired missiles on Israel, and most of them were destroyed. Most of them were destroyed. The one they are producing now is anti-continental ballistic missiles. That is what they are fighting. They didn't say Jerusalem is the land where Jesus Christ was born. Oh, let's sit down and begin to wait for, for God himself to come and they are working themselves up, making productions, delivering and using them to destroy their enemies and to protect their people. When we were in the military, in the war front, my FN rifle is with me. That time, they've not started using AK-47. The time when we were in the military, they've not started using AK-47. AK-47 was just, something that we didn't like that time. It is light. It's not as powerful as FN rifle when it hits someone. We will carry, if we are going to service on Sundays, in the war front, your AK-47 is in front of you. I mean, your FN rifle is in front of you. The chaplain that is going to preside over the service that day, his or her FN rifle is there in front of him in case of anything. God has given us the power to defend ourselves. Whatever that you see now, the weaknesses that you are getting is because of the people who wants you to be destroyed. They are the ones making these laws to take away that first line of defense from you in order to create an environment for people that they are supporting that wants to take your land to prevail upon you, to just walk you through. That is what they are doing. And they put up a very stupid law that will criminalize you for acquiring anything that you are going to use to defend yourself. But in any case, your life is your life. I have said it. The Biafran Defense Force cannot be at every point all the time and at any time. It is your duty. It is your duty to fashion ways by which you are going to use to protect yourself first, your family, then your community. That is what I will advise our people. As we speak today, as we are trying to curtail the terrorist group, including the armed Fulani terrorists that have infected all over our forests, pretending to be grazing. Other ones are springing up, like Mahmuda. That one is wreaking havoc on Kwara axis. I'm telling you the truth. One of them came out to say that I think it was in Kwara that they failed. They could not continue. What they said, they beheaded the Osman Danfodio or something like that. I don't know about that, but they say they are paying the price, and they are going to pay the price for stopping them from marching to the rest of the entire South. This is the price they are paying, and that is what they are doing. It is not today that they started it. I am very, very disappointed by some Igbos that will go on social media, especially X and so on and so forth, and begin to shout for one Nigeria, trying to expose your own brothers and sisters that are fighting to protect the land that you have refused to protect. I am saddened by it. Since the day I heard that part of Biafra that has never been displaced is now or are now displaced, our people can no longer go to their land. And majority of these people that are whining and running their mouth on social media comes from those areas. One of them yesterday, I have been contacting him. He hadn't the courage to block me. What are you doing? What are you doing now that your land has been taken over? He couldn't speak. He is so ashamed of what he did. I said it before. He was among the people that were in fact, he instigated other Nigerians, pro-Nigerians, to write petition against Samuel Ekpa, Finland. He also suggested that they should also forward the same petition like they did against Samuel Ekpa to the American embassy and the American government against Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, my people. That is the kind of people that the wickedness of an idiot. I think I'm having problem with my connection. Can you hear me now, sir? Mazi Chicks, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, Mazi Chicks.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead. Oh, you're having a network problem. The network is breaking up. Your network is breaking up. I think it's not.
I see. What about now? I can hear you.
Now. It's okay. Better now. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you. You see, they can no longer speak. They have been weakened. The wickedness of an average Igbo-speaking Biafran. And I'm not bothered with whatever that they are doing. The only thing I'm bothered about is the protection of my mother's ancestral land. That is what I am bothered. No matter what they do, they did it to Ojukwu. They did it to those before us. Even before Ojukwu, there were still people of Igbo descent that were doing the same thing. They carried it to Ojukwu, carried it to Uwazirike. Uwazirike failed. They carried it to Nnamdi Kanu. They carried it to Samuel Ekpa. Now they are still doing it against Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. We must, there is what the Igbo people used to say. Because what we are fighting is strong. And it's not stronger than God himself. Because you said that God has given us the power. God has given us the power to produce whatever that we are going to use to defend ourselves.
Absolutely.
If we don't do that, it is our own fault. Nobody is going to help us. And that is what we are doing. We must do it. Thank you so much, Mazi Chiefs. I yield here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that contribution. My brother Greg, you are there. Let's hear from you, my beloved brother Greg. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and speak to us, my brother Greg.
Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you're residing. Thank you, Chus and Awim Bomi. We thank God for today and we give Him praise for giving us life and opportunity again to stand again to talk and fight for our freedom. That is what we are doing. We're only coming out here to tell the world that we are tired of being one Nigeria. We are tired of being in a country where there is no freedom. We are tired of being in a country where there is corruption, like drinking corruption like water. We are tired to be in a country that where God said, let there be light, they choose darkness. We are tired to be in the country where God has given us everything to stand, and we say, no, we want to crumble. We are tired to be in a country where God makes possible for people to travel on the air. People can travel through the sea. People can make a war on the road. And we decide to go like a rat under the earth. So we cannot continue in that kind of country where they roast human beings like chicken and preserve things that are not worth to be preserved. That Biafrans are tired of in the country where they cannot farm. Biafrans are tired in the country where they cannot go to church freely. Biafrans are tired where they cannot go to their business freely. Biafrans are tired where they cannot speak freely. Biafrans are tired where they cannot have any good association. Biafrans are tired of where they cannot contribute any good thing to the world. Biafrans are tired where they cannot be educated in any way. Biafrans are tired where they cannot be seen and treated as a human being. Biafrans are tired where they can travel out and they will be seeing them with their passport like nobody, but like an animal. Biafrans are tired all over the world to be treated like not a human being, but lesser human being. We are tired of all these subjugations and the dehumanization and everything that is not made for human beings. Biafrans are tired of it. We cannot continue in this way. Mazi Chus, Biafrans are absolutely tired, and we are saying no. That is why we come here every day. Biafrans are tired to be jailed because they want to stand for human rights, because they want to stand for their right. Biafrans are tired because they would put them in jail because they say this thing or that thing is not right, or they want to live like a human being. Biafrans are tired to be treated like not something that is there is nothing to qualify the kind of treatment we are getting in that evil contraction. That is why we come here every day to show the world we are ready to go, and we can no more continue. Just like Nnamdi said, any day he lay his hand on anything that he will use to protect his family, that he will use to protect his land, and he will use to protect Biafra, that he can no more drop it, those materials. And that is what we are standing today, that we are here preaching self-defense, and we must be consistent with it, continuously, no going back. Consistency is the key, just as the program you raised up today, that the people that are extraordinary do extraordinary things. And that is why we stand because we must do extraordinary things to be free from the bondage of evil Nigeria business contraction built by Britain and their co. So that is why we come out here every morning to campaign against those things, and we cannot stop. We must be consistent until we are free, totally free, total free all over the world. Biafrans want to be free from Nigeria and any other part of the world where they are being treated like animals. That is why we come here every day and we cry so that the world will know, yes, this man coming out to setting up every day program, he want to be free. We want to be free. So if there is any Biafran anywhere, any part of the world, just like those one this my brother was talking about, who fight against Nnamdi Kanu, who fight against Amonekpan, who are fighting against Dr. Ngozi now, even those ones who you pretend they are coming in to pretend as if they are joining you to fight for the freedom, not knowing they are being bought to come and sabotage what we are doing. So, and we want to give them this message that they will not succeed. They cannot succeed. Just as Judas did not succeed in betraying Christ, even when the so-called Pilate said, "Don't you know I have power to release you?" He said, "You wouldn't have power over me if it were not given to you from above." So they will no more have that power against us today. We are free people, and we must remain free from this time we are coming out to free for it. So why just want to tell the Biafrans all over the world, especially the betrayers, that they have no chance? Because I don't know what you are profiting in Nigeria, where they will see somebody carrying gun or whatever from 600 or 700 kilometers going to swamp and telling that he went to swamp to hunt. I don't know if they use gun to hunt fish, or if they use net or something they use to go fishing, but not gun. And they call them hunters. And when your people who are defending themselves from these evil people that are coming up for more than 600 to 700 kilometers to kill them or to fight them, they will be calling them, say they are the terrorists. Why they are the people who are terrorize the people? And now when they come, they call them hunters. So I don't know what you people are gaining for sabotaging what we are doing, what Biafrans are doing, what those people who say they want to be free. If you choose to live in a land where there is no freedom, then no problem. When the Biafra comes, you have right to go to the north where they have Sharia law. Where if you have committed any crime, they'll cut off your leg or your hand or whatever. If you do something that warrants killing, they will hang you or they will kill you by shooting or according to the Sharia law. The Sharia permits killing. Christian doesn't permit killing. Christians permit, if you commit crime, they will take you to the court or they will give imprisonment according to the crime you committed. Not where they will cut off one of your fingers or your legs. No, that is not what we are made of. So if you don't like to live in a free land, then you have an option to say, no, I want to move to where they practice Sharia law. Even some Yorubas who are Muslim don't even like Sharia law. Some of them, they enjoy more than I say. When they get to the beer parlor, they drink more stout more than I do. They drink wine more than I do. They don't like the Sharia law. They are Muslims as well. So you that say Biafran, who want to be in a land where there is no freedom, you have right to move to the north and live there. That is your own choice. But we in Biafra land, we want freedom. And nothing will change it this time around. So I just want to use this opportunity to encourage the Biafrans who are steadfast to not look back. Those ones who know what the freedom is all about, continue fighting like Jews every day. Continue putting input in this struggle. Every day, think what you can do so that the Biafra will come. Think what you can do so that the Biafra will not we wasting, we come earlier than expected. Think what he would do to help Batongozo, to help the Biafran government, both home and abroad. Think what he would do to make this program come fast. If you are a Biafran and you have not started, you better start from today. As you hear this voice, hasten to your mind and your spirit to know that your people are crying out for freedom. We don't want to be killed anymore in the farm. We want the women to go farm freely. We want the children to go out freely. We want the churches to go to churches freely without not having any fear. We want anytime you get up in the morning, anywhere you want to go without fear. Anytime you wake up in the afternoon, you go out without fear. When you want to move out in the midnight, those people who like a partying midnight party, we work from Monday to Friday. On Saturday, you want to have fun with your friends, you go out without fear. This is the kind of government, this is the kind of land we want. We don't want to be on the in a prison. A contract is somebody is outside, but he's more than somebody who is living in the prison. If you build a house, and you make your fence, it will be more than 300 meter high. Just because you don't want somebody to jump in to kill you. If you build a house, you build all around a house, iron gate, more than the gate they have in the prison. That is not the kind of land we want to live in. We want to have, we build a house, you come out outside and you have a free air. You build a house, you come out, you can see the environment from your window, and you see outside and see movements. That is the kind of land we want to live in. Don't want to live in prison and call it in. Every person that lives in Biafra land today, no matter how rich and how is living in a prison. Ateze cannot bring his fence. Ateze, Soludo, Emeka, Obi Kubana, most of them, all of them there can never put 2-meter fence. It's impossible. They will not dare it. Are they not in prison? That is a prison itself. Because it's only in a prison that you can build a too high fence because you want protection. And when you go, after you go to your business places, your fence is high. You come to your residence, your fence is high because you're afraid of the Fulanis. And you tell me you're a rich man, you're a billionaire. You are a fool. If you go where Trump is living now, maybe he use only glass and build in his house. And everywhere he is free. He doesn't have fence. The same thing to all the billionaires. They walk around. Clinton, when he was the president, he drive himself to McDonald's and he buy McDonald's just like any other person. That is the kind of country we want to build. We don't want to remain in prison. So those that love prison so much, let them move to the north where there is no freedom. That is my message to you. Thank you, Choose, because I might be leaving anytime from now. I have an appointment. May God bless Biafrans and bless us many who are in this room, and bless Mazin Nnamdi and Simon Ekpan and all the cabinets and the Biafra medias. May God be with us now and forever. Amen. That is my prayer to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my beloved brother Greg. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to strengthen you with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, my fellow Biafrans, as we have always done, we are here once again doing what we have to do. And the topic today says, successful people do ordinary things with extraordinary consistency, commitment, and focus. The Biafran people, we have always been known as successful people. Very, very successful in all areas of life. Biafran people have always been a successful people. And the confession has been made, not by Biafrans, by other people from other regions, other parts of the world. In their own word, they have always confessed that we are successful people. And so, we need to remain consistent and always put extraordinary effort to do whatever we have to do. My fellow Biafrans, prepare yourself for the days ahead. The challenges are increasing. Those of them who have refused to protect themselves are paying the price today in other regions of Nigeria. I bet you we are lucky, the Biafran people, that we have already exited. And what we are doing today is to pursue our recognition and full restoration on the ground. It is going to take time. It's going to take effort. But most importantly, it will take consistency and commitment. Then remain focused. At the end of the day, we are going to celebrate together. Do not give up, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear. We have won the battle. Just a question of time. Every one of us will celebrate together. My brother Christian, I can see you there. Let's hear your opening words. My brother Christian, go ahead and speak to us if you're there.
Yeah, Rachels, morning. And everybody, yeah, morning, Bra Maxwell, and yeah, everybody in the studio. So, yeah, thank you so much for your consistency. As the topic says, consistency is the key. You know, we have to keep pushing in spite of obstacles and sometimes backstabbing and whatever. We just have to continue because in a way, we can also see that that consistency is yielding fruit. You know, it just we just have to keep, you know, pressing on over time. People will know the whole truth. It's the same consistency that that has really made Nnamdi Kanu a household name in Nigeria today. You know, every including those who has condemned him in the past, they are now confessing that he saw it coming and that he was on the right path. You know, I think it was yesterday I saw the video of that Dele Farutimi, you know, saying that Nnamdi Kanu was right, even though, as usual, they always, you know, they always on. They speak the truth, half truth, you know. So they always have caveat. He said he doesn't like the methodology, he doesn't like how this and that. But at the end of the day, what matters is the truth. You know, the way a person presents their issue may not be the way you like, or may not be the way you will present yours. But what counts, what matters is the person saying the truth, or are they lying? Are they fabricating something? So obviously, it's we just have to keep pushing on. The zoo, without a doubt, is coming to an end. That one, everybody can see it, you know, because apart from the effort of people, effort of humanity, even God himself has absolutely no hand in the existence of. From the beginning, God never had any hand in it, because you can't create such a monstrous entity and expect it to produce peace or progress. It's just not possible. So, and it's the result that everybody is feeling today. You know, they continue to lie to themselves. Now they are planning. I was getting information from a guy back home that they are trying to use P2B, you know, to destroy Tinubu 2027, blah blah blah. That Atiku has promised that P2B will be his vice and he will do one term, 4 years, and P2B will carry on. You see how you see as usual how they roll, you know. So they think it's incredible. I don't know that. So you if you believe these people for what they said, it's incredible. A full animal. So what the question is? What is Atiku going to do in 4 years that his brother, fellow Fulani brother Buhari, did not do or could not do in 8 years? What is he going to do that Tinubu for his own 4 years? So they're just deceiving the people, obviously, and it's incredible how the people continue to fall for it, I guess it is their destiny or whatever, because Atiku has, just like every other person, have nothing to offer. He's just looking for either his own legacy to be grouped among the past president of the zoo. That is what other thing that Tinubu fought like hell for, because he won that name tag. So Atiku won the same thing, and at the same time, probably to help solidify Fulani's grab on Nigeria, and it's incredible. For me, I don't see any of them much different, because they are all liars and deceivers and dishonest bunch of people, discredited people. They are all criminals. Atiku himself is a convicted felon. Everybody knows. All of them. Not even one is exempted. Showore. Okay, I like Showore because I think he speaks truth to power, but at the same time, I have serious disagreement with him, because he knows very well that neither him nor Peter Obi Nigeria cannot be salvaged. That's a fact. So if they want to continue in this, well, good luck to them. Nigeria there's just no way it's going to change. The dragon has been unleashed. The Fulanis from the Sahel region, they've been unleashed. They are everywhere, and they won't stop, and they won't go back. It's either you stop them or they will stop you. So it's incredible. But our primary concern is our own, freedom, just to get our own freedom. That is what we care. So if they want to continue in Nigeria, that is their business. They can do whatever they want, but we need our freedom. So therefore our effort, and we keep praying, and God is also a patient God, but he's doing his thing, in his own way. Nnamdi Kanu will be free. And when he's freed, then you see everything will just, it's obvious that they will have to sit down and negotiate. Those imposed, or those criminal Biafran politicians, they will try all they want, but they can't stop the hand of God. They absolutely cannot stop it. So Biafra is coming. Biafra, my advice to every genuine Biafran person is to keep pushing on, don't give up, continue to support the government that has declared it. The declaration was very significant, and we cannot take that for granted. So that gives a platform on which to move forward, and we don't have to do it again. It's been done. So if they need referendum, fine. That is a different thing. If they don't accept the one that has been conducted, that is going to work in conjunction with the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So when it comes out, they will have to sit and negotiate either to give us referendum or all out, separation. So, and that is the few words I can say for now, my brother Chus and Ramas. Good day to you. And I think we just have to keeping on. Consistency is the key, brother Chus. Consistency. It pays at the long run. So thank you so much for your effort.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution that you just made. My fellow Biafran that are watching wherever you are watching from, on today's program, as we are talking about consistency, commitment, and focus, I want you to ask yourself the reason why you are following this Biafran struggle. Are you participating in this Biafran struggle because of a name, a person, or because it is the right thing to do? What is your motive? Why are you committed to this very struggle? If you can answer that question properly, it will help you to know your stand. And I bet you will never be deceived by anybody. But if you don't have a good answer to that question, you will continue to wallow in confusion. And today you are here, tomorrow you are there, and next tomorrow you are there. I myself, my main purpose of being in this struggle is not because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not because of Mazi Simon Ekpa. It's not because of Dr. Ngozi Robeze. I am in this struggle because it is the right thing to do and because of my own life. It is about every single one of us. It is not about one person. It is about our collective interest. It is that collective interest of the entire Biafran people that made me to remain consistent and not going left or right. All I follow is the redirection. That true direction based on the foundation that have been laid, foundation of truth. Foundation of truth laid down by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I looked into it and I saw it a foundation of truth. Up to this minute as we speak, it has not wavered to anywhere. Mazi Simon Ekpa came in and gave a structure. And today, Dr. Ngozi Arabweze is building on that structure. Common sense will tell you where to go. It doesn't need spiritual revelation, or it doesn't need somebody to interpret to you the right place or who is right or who is supposed to be. Natural laws will show you who is where and what to do and how to go about it. But some of us are wallowing in confusion because they are here for a wrong reason. Some are in this struggle because they feel that the man in charge is from their village, is speaking the same language with them. Oh, he speaks eloquent English. He's a handsome man. He's rich. Some are here for reasons that are irrelevant. And that is why you see them when they make their case, they always switch. Once that their favored man is not there, they switch and they begin to do something wrong. That is why you see, I do not like people who are very good in praising people. They call them praise singers. When I see a praise singer, I'm always cautious about praise singers. You should know what praise singers are. People who come to praise you, they will call you different kinds of name and different kinds of title. They, in the process of praising you, they can even waste the whole time of the program. And you think they are serious. These people do not mean well and they are not serious. In the twinkle of an eye, they can switch and they begin to do something different. These praise singers are everywhere. And if you are here just because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and once you don't see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every other person is irrelevant. You don't know what you're looking for. If you're here only because of Mazi Simon Ekpa, in his absence, you don't obey any other instruction. You don't know what you're looking for. If you're here because of Dr. Ngozi Arabweze, in her absence, you no longer take anything from anybody. You don't know what you're looking for. The project is Biafra. Your eyes should always be on the rising sun. In case you do not understand what I'm driving at, I'm going to play a video that the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabweze, released recently. I want us to listen to this video. When you listen to this very video, you will understand why the things that are happening today are happening. And for some of you who are still pretending to be confused, or those who are really confused, because when you are pretending, we can't help you. Those who are confused, maybe after watching these videos, it will also help you to improve yourself. That is why it's important that we play some of these videos when they come out, so that it can help you to straighten up your thought. I want us to pay attention to this video. This was a place where our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was warning some people who were in the cabinet and also suspended them. And there was a critical statement he made there. He told them, you are here, you claim to be here because of me. And it's only about me. You're praising me and you're shouting. But when I give instruction, you're not going to take it. And when you go in a place I'm not there, you begin to misbehave. He spoke. I want you to hear from him directly. Let's play this video and see what he has to say.
That Samaneka appointed. The same thing you did to the CRC, you went there and insulted all of them, and then only Samaneka is the one because of Samaneka, you came there.
All those things are outside this. All of you are just betrayal, sabo. And I said it a few days ago, that those who leaked the information about Arewa suspension, that God will expose you. And that's what is happening now. Whether it is you or not you, it is connected to you. Because you have said exact thing that those who use it to do program have said. So if it is not from you directly, it must have leaked from you to the third party. So Cabinet, this is what I want to present to you people today. Carolina, indefinite suspension, Adado Orama 4 weeks. And if she go out there to make any program against this government, against the cabinet, she will never come back to this cabinet till Biafra come. Thank you. You respect Samonepa, you respect those that Samonepa appointed. The same thing you did to the CRC, you went there and insulted all of them, and then only Samonepa is the one because of Samonepa, you came there. All those things are outside this. All of you are just betrayal, sabo. And I said it a few days ago, that those who leaked the information about Arewa suspension, that God will expose you. And that's what is happening now. Whether it is you or not you, it is connected to you. Because you have said exact thing that those who use it to do program have said. So if it is not from you directly, it must have leaked from you to the third party. So Cabinet, this is what I want to present to you people today. Carolina, indefinite suspension, Adado Orama 4 weeks. And if she go out there to make any program against this government, against the cabinet, she will never come back to this cabinet till Biafra come. Thank you. You respect Samonepa, you respect those that Samonepa appointed. The same thing you did to the CRC, you went there and insulted all of them, and then only Samonepa is the one because of Samonepa, you came there. All those things are outside this. All of you are just betrayal, sabo. And I said it a few days ago, that those who leaked the information about Arewa suspension, that God will expose you. And that's what is happening now. Whether it is you or not you, it is connected to you. Because you have said exact thing that those who use it to do program have said. So if it is not from you directly, it must have leaked from you to the third party. So Cabinet, this is what I want to present to you people today. Carolina, indefinite suspension, Adado Orama 4 weeks. And if she go out there to make any program against this government, against the cabinet, she will never come back to this cabinet till Biafra come. Thank you. From this moment, every place where they are, go and remove them. The IT department prays. If they are in that particular forum, government forum, remove them immediately.
Thank you. Bro Christian, you are asking a question?
Yeah, it seems to me like Samonepa was specifically referring to Adado Orama. So, it seems like he knows something about her in terms of her character. And so this is exactly what we are seeing all this while. Today she's here, tomorrow is there, just back and forth. If you try to correct her, she turn against you, and the next minute she turn against another person. Just destruction every step she takes. It just but I hope by now that Biafrans they will understand the type of person she actually is, so that just don't take her serious. That's my point. For a very long time now, before I used to sometimes just, maybe listen and to see, what she says and stuff like that. But I've concluded for some time now that she's just irrelevant. She just, her level of vulgarity and lack of, I don't know, it just, but it's good. You play this type of video for people to know. So, sorry, 1 minute. Let me just...
Thank you, my brother. Some of these videos, we need to play it to bring to the attention of the Biafrans, to help those who are very poor in their judgment, people who cannot be able to reach into conclusion as quick as they can. That is why these revelations are made, to guide them on their decision of what they are not doing. You heard Prime Minister say, "You claim to love me, but when I give instruction, you will not follow. And those that I appoint, you will not respect them. That is not love. It is only eye service. And you are a saboteur. He made it clear. Those of you that claim to love him and you do not respect the people he has appointed, the person he has given order to do things, you don't respect them, but you claim to love him, you respect him. He called all of you saboteurs. You are sabotaging. And what you are doing is eye service. And today we have seen those of them that are doing those eye service. We have seen them. When Mazi Simon here, when he comes on live, you see people dragging to appear on the live. People will try to drag themselves into the live. Even a live program that is meant for people to ask questions, people who are not inside to come in and ask questions, you see them, they will come and dominate it. They will come there and begin to ask irrelevant questions. They want to make a comment. They want to even take the question and answer. Not because they have to do it. They just want to make themselves known, advertise themselves as people who are in the front line. But when you come to the real purpose of being there, they are not genuinely there. They are not genuinely there. These are people who do not respect that same leader who they claim to be working with. And you heard Mazi Simon Ekpa say it expressly from his own mouth. There is no way you can claim to love him and you do not obey the people that he has appointed. There is no way you can claim to love him and you don't obey the person he has given the mandate to run. You don't love him. You don't care about him. You don't respect him. The same thing happened to Nnamdi Kanu. Those who claim to know Nnamdi Kanu claim to love him. They claim that he is their leader. But they disrespect the orders of Nnamdi Kanu. The instructions of Nnamdi Kanu, they never followed. Even up to today, they are still confessing him as the good man. They come and tell you that everything Nnamdi Kanu said has come to pass. He did everything he said has come to pass. But in those things he said have come to pass, they are choosing the ones that favors their selfish interest. There are many things he said. And one of the most important things he said is that a new dimension is coming. He didn't stop there. He said, he pointed at the person who is going to bring that new dimension, and he gave an express instruction: follow him. They refused that message. They refused to pay attention. They went ahead to destroy that new dimension, thinking that they would destroy it. But as Chukwukabe might have it, the new dimension was opened broad and wide and clear, established to the highest level. And today, the new dimension is still running. It is sad. Like some people used to say, I don't like to use those language, but when you look at it, there's sense in it. We are our problem most of the time. The most difficult challenge we are having now are people who claim to be Biafrans, and yet they are fighting against themselves. The other day, you saw the program we played, somebody who was in a national TV with a Biafran name and Igbo name, castigating, fighting, and twisting history, proudly twisting history before the whole world. And he's a Biafran, supposedly. Today, you see people who come online every day. The only topic they have is Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze. And not with fact. That's the most painful thing, that they are not speaking with fact. Bunch of lies. From A to Z, they are all made up lies. And they spill these lies again and again and again and again. Every blessed day. And these lies they are telling are lies that you can prove that they are lies. They have video evidence. Video evidence. They don't care. And even when they have told that lie and it comes out to be lie, they have lost shame. The following morning, they will still open up their camera and begin to talk. And I begin to wonder, where is their conscience? Where is their conscience? Now I understand fully that you cannot shame the shameless. And the worst people to deal with are people who do not have conscience and shameless. Somebody who is shameless and has no conscience. You don't go into battle with them. They are the worst people to deal with. And the only medicine for such people is to ignore them. Pretend as if they don't exist. And I thank Chukwu Okekabema today that the government of the United States of Biafra, under the Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, is focused on the restoration of Biafra. Is focused on making Biafra what it should be. Is focused on presenting Biafra to the whole world, seeking for recognition, protecting Biafra land, and making sure that Biafra becomes what it should be. She is not distracted, very focused, and I'm happy about that. And that is why you must prepare for this event.
On this day, we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Dede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build up, we stand up one, united, in our one land. United, government making us proud every day, blessed by the people.
Welcome back. As we continue on this program, I just saw a comment that caught my attention, and I want to address that comment. Somebody wrote on the comment section on Facebook. The person wrote on my program, you know, I'm streaming on Facebook. I'm also streaming on TikTok, and I'm doing the program on YouTube. And somebody wrote on Facebook, the name of the person is Chukwudi Chime. Chukwudi Chime wrote, and he said, show us where PM said that we are going to use whistle to defend ourselves. You can imagine. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, my brother Christian. I think you're muted. You were talking, but you're muted.
Yeah. He said, say it again, please.
You see, there was a program. I think that was on the last. I think it was on last weekend fundraising. So there was an idea that came up. They kind of to help our people to defend themselves and protect themselves, create awareness. Then the deputy prime minister made a speech that Biafrans are going to be provided with whistle. They are going to be using those whistle when there is an attack in an area to create awareness and wake people up. And once you hear the sound of that whistle, wherever you are, you should come to the aid of your brother. More especially, make sure that the person is not taken out. And while the people converge in that area, the Liberation Army can now have the time to come and take their actions. That whistle will be made available. Everybody will have it to create whenever anything happens. Use it and raise alarm. She said it on the last week. So, as we are doing this program, I just saw somebody wrote on the comments. He said, show us where PM said that we are going to use whistle to defend us. That is, you see, sometimes I begin to wonder. Sometimes when I see the level of the mindset of people we are dealing with, it is so sad. It's so sad. Here we are talking about how to protect ourselves and defend ourselves. So you want to cage yourself, or you don't want to do anything until PM tells you how to defend yourself. PM is one that's going to tell you what to eat and what not to eat and how to do it and how to go about it.
Yeah. It's an indication. Yeah, it clearly shows, that some people, where they open their mouths and they just speak, all sort of garbage comes out of it, because this don't make sense. Not even
it doesn't make sense, my brother. It doesn't make sense. When I saw it, I just laughed. I couldn't hold it. That was why I just read it out.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good dealing with these things. It may not be, you might look at it as irrelevant stuff, but to an extent it do matter, because it's good that we continue to let people to know that not be everybody when get hate, nice something. So, so it's good. It goes a long way into dealing with other things. Sometimes you ignore, think they are minor, they don't matter. But stuff matters, because for somebody to open his or her mouth, speak like that. Now, if you are a leader,
public, in a place where you know everybody's reading, in a public, and you write this kind of a thing.
Yeah. So if you are a leader and you appoint somebody to deputize you or to cover up for you while you are gone, whatever. So if something is happening, that person will not take initiative to deal with it. We wait until it just unbelievable. It's something to laugh at, in a way, but it's also good to deal with it, put them in their place, expose them for their stupidity, because it be like something where that or Amago is similar. It be like waiting she go fit talk. That is how her brain. That is how her brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how her brain functions, just open mouth and anything that comes out, regardless. Yeah.
It's just incredible. Like the adage. It's just like one Igbo parable that a man told his son that was going abroad to go and serve. The man told his son, when you get to that place you are going, do not use the hand you are using to wash plate here to wash there. As an advice.
Okay.
When you get to your master's place, don't use the hand you used to wash plate here to wash there. You know what happened when the boy got there? That idiot, they gave him plate to wash. He began to use the left hand to wash it. They asked him, why are you using the left hand to wash? He said, my dad said I should not use the hand I used to wash.
Yeah. Audio,
my brother. It's really disturbing. When you see the kind of people who are there, just like you said, sometimes it's good to deal with this, because you see the way he dropped the message.
Yeah.
If you don't know the context of the message now, some people just pick it out of context and now they run with it.
Exactly. Well, another typical example was when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and he said, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He's bringing a new dimension. But he did not say that he should do this or do that, or he should create cabinet, or that he should. But Simon Ekpa, being in charge, took the initiative, because that is what leadership is about. So he did so many things. And Nnamdi Kanu, where he is, so I'm sure how proud he is, because trust me, people don't know that Biafra has made huge progress. Sometimes they look at things on the surface, yeah? The impact, the progress, you can't even, so eventually people will come to realize how much progress has been made. And trust me that this may a program in Washington that is going to burst the bubble of some of these distractors.
Absolutely, it will.
It's going to be like the final straw that breaks the cat, because the way I'm seeing it, how it's going to turn out, it's going to shake up everywhere, and then they will know that truly, yes, Biafra is here. I understand that back home, there's still work to be done, but yeah. So obviously, yeah, but you always have distractors, and we deal with them and we move on, because we can't stop. That is the point. We just can't stop. You know, I'm so grateful for what you are doing, bro. Chooks, I can't say that enough because there's need to continue. That is consistency. Consistency is not halfway give up and, you know, no, consistency means continuously, you know, pushing what, you know, the goal. Just keep pushing it until you arrive, you know, at the destination. That is what it's all about. So thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, my beloved brother, Christian. I also appreciate you because your own word and advice is also helping me out on this program every day. Just like the word you used to say that there's one thing you always say, and I picked to it, that no, nothing is too small. Every question must be responded to, no matter what it is. You always say that, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
That nothing is going to should be taken common. No matter how stupid, how idiotic it sounds, we should try and attend to them.
Yeah.
I thank you so much for that also. So my fellow Biafrans, there is another video that caught my attention. You know, when we are talking about the attitude of our people. And this man, this Seibo we have in Anambra State. I saw a video that somebody made. How this man called Soludo brought down the showroom of what is the name? This man that is building car in Anambra State. This what is it? Innocent showroom was brought down without a notice, with cars that are supposed to be supplied are still there, brought down.
Recently?
Let me play the video so that you can see that. I don't know when I think it's recently because I just saw the video today when I was coming online. Then I just picked it up. Let's just see.
Okay.
And then even the boma, Monagana Bojasini Bamaka. The never anti my screen now, careful. Ebana Kunu innocent, Eboju Emily showroom, Anambra State. When I get my investigation, I went out that now. The more any notice what I went out that in your buna, mother can only make that house I went out there. And we'll look one about Patana say that you like Lumova, you like Lumova. So even a Sokuna Nibo Wokeka, Kankalesia, can no long talk. When I Bokuna Ju, Governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo. One and Anambra. When I didn't be waggy melody when I could not. Can even be waggy. On a innocent other for a tax. So the business, if my business, Moki baby, maybe my business money. If we could, I total Motoni and Apabala Castan, Naya me. I wouldn't need innocent. Notice that the nature lake cover, would you make a happy book with Simota? Mota need damage now over 20 something vehicles. But Moto, another state, you go, Anna arrange the supply. That you did, if you believe in a Salagan in us. Soludo, if you believe in a Salagan in us, they were hidden agenda. They were hidden agenda, if you believe in a Salagan in us. Maybe the business of money, baby. Supplier arrange the Chago, Gajaman supply, another state, you go, Moto, you do, another state, you go. Keep your decoy. You believe in the Salagan in us in Soludo. Abu Nonya were like 2,000 to 3,000 workers because of if I'm a go shut down. All those people get any benefit from this company. All the families in benefit from it. Reason but you want to create a walkway. Now go to Alolalo. Then someone Lagos State. Someone no challenge here. Uche slab. Then Madanaga. A will use that slab and walkway. Manage Laju, I've been an economist, I've been an economist. Where just you where the call your business and money big monkey big. Can you do a Lakatola wet at the Western innocent geek? I keep patronize you. You did Goria because I know Muton do the Gachi Bupute. Nuanya di Afro innocent. Why that now? The person Cheche well legally and Mbopito Biche. Anambra State. Na Peter Obi na agwalu Peter Obi do ya kanante. Se na moti no se na sirike. Ya se na moti no se mpata odo. So na obu na moti no se ko ya bo me ogo. Osare be governor Peter Obi. Na no problem. And he went ahead and protest. We go the motor. They negotiate the motor. Gin na ma. Alle so to follow the same footstep. Ije kita na Abia State kita e ga fu motor no se njule everywhere. Anyo wabundi Igbo. Bunde Chinese Afro anya ndị once Nigeria and Africa is concerned. Rapo na na-eji oji. Enye ayi chance nya ayi venye ndị Chinese akalia ndị Chinese. Go to Abia State, go to power line, give even ndị Igbo na alụ n'aka. ndị Igbo adepụta ndị Igbo ada value their own. A wee zie ụfọdụ ndị n'ala Igbo si make sure that na akwatu business innocent because of one thing or the other, personal gain, you never gain from them. And now Balon Dawson and the Yoruba.
If you go
when I do a gibu Soludo, can you find no cinema like you and I Kunia, Rivo Indian on a Lagos, I got in Dibo, non a Lagos state. I got in Dibo, non a Lagos state. What I say factories and contents. But only by Lakana to get us here, see Bunata the business I need, Odria. Get it on a ball also no Kaliama that no Yoruba Mogonia San Ebu than no one you look in. Oh, I never do when I look at all those content. If what I say, Yasalo, and I say, Dundi, Bonatan, Natan, Tatabagine, Natala, Natandina, how are you treating them? Ofuonye Jiaka na the whole Nigeria, Ofuonye Jiaka na Lumoto, Buonye Nigeria, Buonye Igbo, Nona Newi, employment. Ema kwa that innocent, bo that na noun, that no 300 workers. Onye obuna na patronize here, for that 300 get increase to like 2,000 because of gene. Because more order achetandolo. Keko ye say achetandolo ebe order da bia. Unu na achoka moto innocent. Ka ọ dị ka Mercedes and Range. Mercedes and Range no go over 100 and something years. And so many people keep on patronizing them. That's why they're getting better day by day. Kedu ka emote innocent ga-esi wee get here better wee dị ka Range and Mercedes. Ebe ọ bụ na you people are there patronize ya. Ndị China anọkọtara wee bụrụ China today. Ndị China nwere mgbe ha bido nwere mgbe ha na-agha ada. Nwee mgbe ya dị igo moto igo phone na say mba China made in China onye ọbụla na-agbalị ọsọ. Mana kịta they are getting better. Onwere obodo kịta ndị China ha da alụlụ ngwa abịa. Fendi, Gucci, na ndị otie. Ọkwa ndị Chinese pụtara online gbasara sị na ọfọ nwa na alibe niile. Then hope ụzọ dị mma je patronize mgbe $200. Ebulu moto over 2.something billion. Binye hope ụzọ dị mma nwoke na-ete ude nwunye ya. Ị na-ete bleaching cream. Nwunye gị dobe ụdị ite.
Massachusetts. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. I just say maybe your network don't hook.
No, I muted myself because of noise.
Okay.
Go ahead, Master Christian. You've just heard what this man said. You
yeah.
See how these people, the only person that is producing car in that contraption called Nigeria, they are using his own brothers to destroy that very thing.
Yeah.
Tell me what we warrant Soludo destroying his assembling ground where he's keeping cars without a notice. You saw cars there. You saw cars in that video.
So
people are still in the building. Why he's bringing the building down?
So, yeah. So for me personally, I never really, my soul never welcomes I never accept that Soludo guy. My spirit just doesn't. There's something, sinister that I see. I just don't condone his style, his ways. I don't think there's a dark agenda in his, because if I have to look back, even though again we don't endorse P2B and his ambition, but then Soludo was one of the people, in Biafra that tried to sabotage him too, so when the ovation was high about P2B, he came out to say something very damaging about P2B. So, and we knew why he did it, because he is hoping that he might just be the Igbo president that's never been, like stuff like that. Now, even I think it was last year also, when there was also the clamor for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, he just all of a sudden came out to say that releasing him will not, so yeah, so he have this dark, and again, all this time that the that the Fulanis has been ravaging the bushes, committing all sorts of atrocities against Ndibo. He has never really, stand up to speak against it. And I'm like,
the time he spoke, he said, among all the criminals he has ever arrested in Anambra State, none of them is a Fulani.
You see?
That was what he said. He said everybody that has been arrested for crime in Anambra State, none of them is a Fulani.
Yeah.
Only Enugu State.
Yeah.
And some of his own people.
Yeah, the guy, like I said, there's something about him. Highly, academician, though, but he's just, there's this evil stuff around him that my soul just can't seems to accept, and in every indication he has, I think it's obvious now that he's working for the caliphate. I have that strong belief that Soludo is one of those working for the caliphate.
He's working for them full time.
And he's very committed, though tactical, very, subtle in the way he goes about it. But he's very, very committed because recently when some zoo media house journalists, they came to him and he was speaking as if he is the sole representative of Ndibo. He is not. Telling them that when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, then we will discuss about Igbo nation, blah, 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 blah. These are just, mind game he's playing, and they will give it to. Then he says, so there's so many instances, some I can't even remember, that has really made me to know that he's one big enemy of Biafra. Soludo is one big enemy, is working. And for him to go and destroy the business of this innocent, so you begin to wonder, what is the brain behind it? Why because this is like what they do to Igbo business people in other regions. So why? So is it a subtle message of telling innocent to move his business to the north or to the southwest or whatever? Because
they have been pressuring him to take it away from Biafra land.
You know why? Because from every of these movement they make, from every of these sources they achieve in pushing Igbo business people out of Biafra land, is a way of making it in their own mind, I suppose, to make it impossible for Biafra actualization. Because the more business commitment you have outside, the more you want to protect it by not, in their own mind, in their own very disgruntled mind, that the more we are outside, the less we want to leave the zoo, right? So these guys, they do everything in a very, very savvy and tactical way to, Soludo is somebody, like I said, I don't underestimate his, his intelligence in trying to, applying it in serving the caliphate, but again, we are also not that stupid not to see what their game plan is. We are not stupid not to know that. We know Soludo. I always emphasize, if you remember, I always, like most of the time, emphasized on Soludo because he is the one who he basically believed that he can, play with words and action and deceive or confuse people because he believes in his own academic ability, his spoken word and stuff like that. But we know what he's doing. He has never come out, like I said, he has never come out to condemn Fulanis in all their atrocities in Igbo land, because it doesn't have to be only Anambra. As an Igbo man, as a Biafran, if it's happening in Enugu, you should be concerned. If it's happening in Ebonyi, it should affect you, because what affects Ebonyi can affect Delta. What affects Anambra can affect Imo State. So you should be, but he has never spoken up. But we just saw what happened in Nairobi when these few Northerners were by, they all came together irrespective of state, they said they condemned it and they said they wanted these people apprehended and they want compensation and they want this and they want that. But it will be happening in Ali Igbo. Soludo will not, he will just act as if he doesn't know. Rather, he will go after the DBS, you know, he will go after the church crusaders in the church, in the marketplace and stuff like that. Okay, so you begin to ask yourself, even though that the Odeshi people and all these young people who engages in one, you know, abnormalities or the other, but you can understand also that the system in Nigeria has given birth to all these abnormality you see in Nigeria. There are no jobs for the youths, you know.
And I bet you, his attack against those traditionalists is not because of the problem people are facing. It is to weaken the defense of the people.
100%.
If you look at it, they have somehow believed that the thing that is giving people morale to fight for Biafra, more especially all those military, all those defense army and whatever, that it is the spiritual powers they are getting that is giving them that morale.
Yeah.
And they want to dive into that and make sure to destroy it. If you look at the main motive why he's chasing these people, it is not because of the atrocities they are committing against the masses.
No, well,
it is not. It is
for me, there's no limit to how the level of suspicion that I have for Soludo. Trust me, I'm somebody, I can be very cynical because I've seen a lot in my lifetime, you know, and I've seen people like Soludo a lot. They're very, very conniving, deceitful bunch of people who think that they're educated and they can just sometimes much more dangerous than you can ever imagine. Sometimes even much more dangerous than Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. I'm telling you the truth.
That man is going to be worse than Hope Uzodinma.
Yeah, because
the damages he's doing on the ground is worse than that. Hope Uzodinma, at least we know what he's doing.
We know who he is. We know where he's coming from. We know where he's going. We know that this is a guy with no much understanding that he sees the caliphate and he latched on the opportunity to make himself governor, to make money and stuff like that. He was a foreigner. I knew people that knew him one-on-one. I'm telling you the truth, gospel truth, my brother. I knew people who knew Hope Uzodinma when he was doing this thing. So that is why, but for Soludo is just much more dangerous person. And, you know, all this, there's a lot of things I tend to forget some of his activities, his mannerism, the things he does is that they are very suspicious. You know, I think he would be so badly affected or disappointed with the coming of Biafra because it's not part of what is sworn, you know, the part of the oath they sworn with the caliphate to protect them, protect their interests. You know, in Anambra State there, he is like living somebody whose house is on fire, you're chasing rat, because in the Anambra, in the bush there are camps where the Fulanis set up and they are accommodated and protected in conjunction with Atoeze, you know, but he never cares. And from there, they coordinate these attacks and kidnap. They don't care to go after them, but he's busy trying to tell Christians who preaches, even though they are harmless. The preachers on the street or in the churches, whether you think is noisy, whether you think they are inconvenient for people, but the truth of the matter is that it's not the big issue, you know, because they are harmless. You know, so they preach whatever.
Noise is part of Nigeria. That is what Nigeria is made of. Noise.
Exactly.
That is just what Nigeria is. Noise.
Exactly, it's noise.
Your
Yeah.
house, immediately you drive away from your house. That's how you
it's
see
noise.
of horse and everywhere. Go to the market. You can't stop the noise. There's no way you can stop it. It's not possible.
How about the in Onitsha, in Anambra? How about the Muslim, this thing that they call it, I'm trying to remember what they call it in Islam. They wake you up in the morning. I was there in Anambra, you know. They will start they are called early morning prayer, right? And when they preach also in their mosque, it's also noisy, you know. But Soludo doesn't care about that, but he cares about the Christianity, Christians preaching in the church and something like that, and he has never condemned these herdsmen, these Fulani people. It's just now back to the innocent action. It's condemnable. It's very, very condemnable because we don't have many. We don't have many. And the few ones we have, they are going after them. Is that to discourage them? Is that to make them run away? Is that to cripple their business? That is sad. Because Ibeto also, we know how, they connived with the caliphate to destroy his business. So Soludo, in other words, Soludo is not for Biafra, it's not for Ndibo. He's there to do the bidding of the caliphate, and he will be held accountable one way or the other, because history and these things will not be forgotten. When the time comes, there will be a price to pay. There will be accountability. Why will you destroy? You have to let Biafrans know. You have to account, as to why you embark on this destructive measure against the one guy who is producing a vehicle that is trying to, and is giving employment to the people, right? He knows he's providing employment, which the government does not provide enough. So why would you do a thing like that? I think maybe we are not there yet, but the time is coming. The Biafran people will hold all of them to account. Why do they do what they do? So there definitely will be a time to answer a question on that, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother. This is a very disturbing issue, and this is why we are speaking about Biafra restoration.
Yeah.
If we are in our own country, this kind of things will not happen. It cannot happen.
Exactly.
There will be a standard that we have to follow. People will have procedures to do. You can't just wake up and destroy somebody's house without information, without any. It could not happen in Biafra land.
Yeah.
This is why I think. But the most annoying thing is that even this man that is affected, to the innocent, when you go to them, they don't even talk about Biafra.
Exactly.
Why we don't focus on them? Because we know the environment where they are. We know the environment where they are, and their business is based there, so they can be a soft target.
Exactly.
Most of the time, when we look at them, we overlook them as if we are not seeing them.
Yeah.
But there are still things they can do. There are still things they can do to support this very struggle.
Yeah.
But they don't pay attention.
Yeah. Even if it's you can do it underground or quietly, because at the end of the day, it's for your own good. Look, for example, this Airpeace guy, right? Yeah. So these are highly skillful, highly innovative set of people. But the Nigerian factor, now, there was a time he was more like a salesman for one Nigeria. On his airplane, this Allen Onyema, because he knew, he is very concerned, he's worried they can come after him if he doesn't do what they want. This Fulani hijacked Nigerian system, they can bring him down just like that, and nothing is going to happen.
And
So
the case of Allen Onyema is more disturbing. We don't even talk about it because his own case, he made his money from Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay.
When they sent him to go and negotiate for Niger Delta militants.
Okay.
It was through that amnesty. That was when he made his money. Because according to the story, they say he was the one that went to do the negotiation. That was where he made his billion you are seeing today. And that is why there is nothing you will say today that he can be able to act. So that when he went for the negotiation, the federal government paid money to settle. Money that was paid went through him. He was the one that went for the negotiation. You know when somebody is giving such a contract to make a negotiation, he will present the number, and whatever amount he gives them is what they take, and whatever they give to him is what it is. So long the negotiation goes through, just like the Nodumuke did the same business. So these are people who are using their people as transaction. They serve as a middleman between the terrorist government and their own people. They can sell out at any time. They came and play a good man to come and negotiate and all that. At the end of the day, it is about the money.
Just like Abiola too, who was given a contract to do ITT, the telephone, this thing, he pocketed it. Yeah, and he became a billionaire, and everybody is celebrating. So, but the point is that in Biafra land, when the dust is settled, and you do business, you pay your tax. That is the bottom line. You pay your stipulated, correct tax.
Absolutely.
Then you do your. Nobody's
innocent, we know now is creating job. And there's no way he's not be paying his tax. The only tangible businessman you have in that Anambra State. Why would you go after him?
Exactly.
Do you think if you gave him time to move out, that he cannot move out that place, or give him, even in this kind of a government can give him a location somewhere else?
Yeah.
An industrial area. Give him a special location. This is somebody who is creating jobs.
They are in the thing because what if Soludo tried to support his business, knowing fully well that will create job and that will boost, the image and the economic hub of the. So why go after? Why try? It's just incredible. I hope there will be an answer. I hope that he will be able to come and explain why he did that.
They will always have something. They will always have something to say. This is somebody who say he's going to make Anambra State Japan of Africa. Is this the way you're going to make Anambra State Japan of Africa? When you're just destroying the one that you have already?
Yeah.
Is that the way to make? It is so sad. Akonyo Wetter, let's hear from you.
Thank you. Good afternoon from.
Good afternoon, Akonyo Wetter.
See, Uncle Juice, no mother. The Christian, Keleo.
What can I do, my brother?
Let me just continue from that video. You see, our people, at times, I do not pity them. The innocent in question, is he in any way supporting the struggle? They are all against us. When you want to pity them, on what ground, on what basis should we pity them? Let them keep clashing with themselves. Is Soludo from Anambra that they claim that they are the citadel of power, wealth, and everything? Is he patronizing him? All that Toyota car that they are making their official car, is it not on special order? Are they not ordering a Toyota to modify the car they will use as a official car? So why are they saying that innocent cannot do it? That's the inbuilt hatred that we have, and I won't call it hatred. Is the identity crisis that is facing us. The Alex Oti that the man is praising. How many times have you seen Alex Oti bought car from innocent? Ever since that time he bought Ikenga. Recently that Obasanjo visited him, did they carry Obasanjo on innocent? Is it not Escalade they used to carry Obasanjo? In the convoy, there's no even single innocent car in the convoy that went to carry Obasanjo from airport. Our people, they are just deceiving ourselves. The most painful part of it is that the big men, or will I say the crop of individual that we have in the struggle, that is scaring them away. Because if you, let's say innocent is not aware of what we are pushing for, and it happens to come, feel like he want to listen to us, and he stumble upon Ogenkere group as a self-made man, or stumble upon a broadcast or Sonia Power as a self-made man, that even if Nigeria go up in flame today, he can just, in a twinkle of an eye, he will be flown away from Nigeria and land in anywhere he wants to land. So that is the main issue we are having in the struggle. And a lot of education is needed. There's one group that I joined. I tried to raise this issue, try to talk to them on my own understanding how China was able to grow and domesticate everything. I was telling them, they say yes, that my opinion is welcome, but we have not gotten to that stage. This is the work that our government needs to do now. Gentile came out to talk about the meeting he had. All these people that are attacking Dr. Ngozi I've not seen them attack Gentile. In their last fundraising, I do not watch them, but I used to get whatever they are doing through some of our media. They came to fundraising. They did not talk anything. All they were discussing is about Ngozi.
That's why last time I told you I don't want to talk about that very video. That was why I said that. Because there are a lot of things. I was waiting for them to make their comment before I will speak.
The idiot old woman that said I called Simon my son was speaking in full-blown Hausa. Those sycophants have not seen that one to call her Fulani. One other one say I grew up in Meduguri. I want to speak to the Hausa people. They have not seen anything on those ones, so those ones are not Fulani. Those ones do not have anything. So the issue facing us is deep. It's only few of us that understand the game we are in for. So the little thing I will say concerning the video now is that our government need to write that is part of lobby. Since we have redeclared Biafra, write memo, push the memo to all these people. And then nothing, if any of his special advisor is listening to me, they have no hope in one Nigeria. And I want to tell them one thing. There's what they call patent. Ọ na-ele anya mgbe ọ ga-arụ moto ka m sụọ Igbo ka o guruo data moto. Oge so n'ihe gọọmenti anyị ga-edere ya. Let them come and support us. Let us get Biafra. Now, government of Biafra, the Anambra State nwere 3 states in Biafra. Agua, all these things are like we meet in the Chaka alliance. We need to form alliance with them. No gapu mandatory. Na state Soludo na more in the whole Igbo speaking state. Na for Ford or Toyota. Here we had a discuss with her. Hajidi and Akadia businessmen. Hajide na kodo hanya na ala abia, just like US. Enwere moto bụ moto eji mara. Amam no Ford na arụ all their military, all their forces moto because all state-owned car. So agwa ha like that. Ihe gosi agwa ha akpatago ego, whether ma by crook or by hook. These people have made money. Egwa ihe ha ga-enwe, what they stand to gain. Not all these ones ụlọ agha wuli elu na ha chọrọ nwere onwe. But beneath their heart, all you have enweta ka ha chọrọ position na ka ego ga-esila aga through their channel. So all the lobby, those are lobby. Ọbụghị Elias. The Elias lobbying of Elias. Onwe the mark o make grow. Bruce Fane came during his own time, collected our collective effort. Kedu mark o make. So our lobby go in the bany. And agwa ha all these things na agwa ha deri ha n'ụzọ ha ga-awọta na ebe hope dere gị ole anụ ile isi onwe produce moto na onwe na patronize gị ka anyị nweta nwere onwe anyị a ga-patronize gị a ga-sustain gị ya onweghị onye ga-eteta ụra mgbọsị sọrọ ya ọ bịa kwatu ihe gị but la country anyị nọ n'ime ya onweghị guarantee because ọ bụrụ na enwere other state gala agba by now, for how many years Innocent Jigoro ruo moto with improvement de la motia? Anambra State akagi bụ everywhere, even ndị niile na-erezi pass la Anambra enwezi onye gala atụ any other pass labụọ ka Innocent le produce moto ka o le produce pass. But iru Anambra ihe le egwu bụ Lexus, ihe eji ama makwa ndị anyị bụ Mercedes. But lekwe imi lekwe anya. Lekwe gị ebe nọ lekwe Nnewi ga-eje goro moto asị na moto ya garara ọnụ ọrụ nwe mass production ọ mara ka ọ ga-esi subsidize ya moto ya ọrụ moto kwụrụla ka stand ya for 2 years la agụrụ ya dị modumorejo la akụ tax kedu ka ọ ga-esi subsidize ya But our people are not looking at that big picture. Apụta asị na agụrụ akwụkwọ, onye dịka Soludo sị na ọ gụrụ akwụkwọ. Only one o ji flag off na ya ga na-eyi akwete. Akwete na-eyi up and down. Oh, that is it, my brother. Ike la mụ nwa mfụta adị m emetere ha ebere because ha nwekwekwuru ka emetere ha ebere. Obi Kuba na money na water o nwere ifunugo moti nothing. Okay, nke ha la flag nke ha ga-enweta ego. Ọ la-azụ bajaj. Ịnọsin rụkwara keke mgbe fuel galara ọnụ. Ọ ka maka na enweghị ndị nyakwere nya akịka ya ka o ji nwezi onye mara ma ọkala arụ keke na. But nke asị na B-Lord gara China jela atụ moto. Ị ga-enyekwa Ịnọsin ego ọrụ ọrụ gị. Were ego ama invest like Ịnọsin rụpụta dat moto. Ị gaa China so that ịtụbata ya ka ị nwee nnekwu gain. Isi m na Igbo ma ihe ala eme. Nwebeghị ya ma ala eme. Obi Kuba na anọ into iproduce ogogoro nwa national atụlaba. Maka na Ogun steeti everywhere nke ụlọ arịa. Onwekwe company laba yo. Yo nwere bụ distributor laba ya la relief market. Company a nọkwa ngalile nke ọrụ n'Ogun steeti ebe mma. Ozugbo ọ batara ebe ahụ ha kuchie ya. Mbọsọ o jere kwụ ụgwọ na Abịaokuta for ndị NAFDAC ịhapụ ya. Ihe o kerela street a because ebi m lazụ the company that time. Ihe o kere that day is 10 million naira. Wee were ala niile n'ebe ọbịa ogo ala o jere ọrụ. Ihe m na-agwa gị bụ eyewitness adị m agwa gị na ederela pepa adị m agwa gị na agwara m. Ndị o mere manager bụ ndị kedu ihe ọlaza bụ ndị Benue. Ofula anwụ anwụrụ. Mụ na ya dị na mma. Enyere m ya 48 law of power. The book mụ nwanyere ya ọgụọ. Mgbe o zuru ori ọ chọrọ ịgba ọsọ. Ozugbo nọdụ na mgbara ka nje nata akwụkwọ m. Agwara m ya sị na m ada dash mmadụ akwụkwọ. M nwere ike dash ka ihe ọzọ wata akwụkwọ nje ego nketa dị m enye gị. Ayes ngosi gị afịa gị goro gụọ. So ọ ndị anwa ka ị chọrọ. Ndị Benue bụ manager ya niile from A to Z. Last year ka ndị niile bụ ndị Benue bụ manager ka ọ rụchara ụlọ. Na-aga anyara ya moto ma drive ya from almost 15 of them. Ọ ndị anwa ka ị na-akpọ ndị Igbo. Mana ha na-eme patili ebu ego na katọ na akpakpa. Ndị ya ma ndị be anyị nke ha bụ ogo kom. So emetara ha ebere. Mekwara ha ebere. Ka ihe mere na ibete edreji ho Niger. Ka River Niger abụghị na from Atlantic Ocean on airport a ka ọ nọ. Kedu ihe mere na ha fight ka adreji Niger? Ọkwa during Jonathan ka ha drejiri Niger. Ha eklozuo ya. Because eme River Niger le dreji ya ka enwee port ebe ahụ. A ga-ama dia secrecy. Ha ga-alike ka ọ nọrọ n'ọnne. Ebe ha ga-enye ndị be anyị ọrụ. Mana ha sị na amasị na anyị na-ekwu okwu Biafra. All these things bụ ihe gọọmenti ya ebido mebe now. Ihe ha egela ihe oge nkere ha na-akọ. Debere ha akwụkwọ na-ehipụrụ ha ka jide ha ọfọ. Hipụbere ha akwụkwọ na-ehipụrụ ha akwụkwọ. And akwụkwọ nwasị dee ya kọwara ihe ha ga-enweta because many of them nwere ike information ha na-enweta abụrụ nke ọjọọ ya. Ndị akụkọ ego ndị nta ego na-enye ezighi ozi. Mana anyị nwa na anyị were proposal anyị memo le egosi ala agwa ihe ha what they to get. Ya nwa na onwe ya gbaderere mbọ kọmpanị niile nọ n'ala Igbo. Emitie ya. Enwere ike emitibere ya. Emitie ya. Erezi m the issue na platform bụ nwanne. Okay, ya nwa na-abụ ịnọsị na ọgụ ha akwụkwọ.
Businessmen in Biafra land, they have been consulted.
What they stand to gain. Ndị ha business ndị be anyị gụrụ akwụkwọ nọ dede Christian nọ agụgụrụ akwụkwọ nwere a draft or something. Gwa ha sị na ihe stand to gain. Enwegasị ya anyị nweta Biafra nwa na 50 years na ị ga-akwụ tax na ekele akwụta only 10%. Akpa the thing n'ime eme ya ka ha pụta ka anyị nweta ebe anyị. Ego niile ha la pọmpụ gasị werela support election. Ona no keta 2027 na-abịa. Watch ya politics ha play in 2027. O nwere ha ncha support Obi. Forgetting the stupidity of that idiot. Iju ọmụmụ nwale politics na nga-agwa gị ihe mena ha support bụ na okay Wike reveal the secret. That thing Wike reveal ekwugo m ya somewhere. Ekwuru m ebe ọgbakọ ndị be anyị nọ ha wụọ m mmanya. Even ko nwoke ma win the election. Ndị be anyị ebe anyị na-eri ndị ala ekwukwu nnọkọta tinyere ha ọnụ ha chọrọ ịkụ m ihe daa dị na mba onye Hausa na ya mmemme ada sọpọtụ Obi nsị a na mụ ebidoghị ikwu politiks eteteghị mụra na unu ncha niile na ebe a bụ 2026 unu bido mebe politiks ụfọdụ bụ 2019 mgbe Obi bụ vice president Atiku sị na mụ otego m bido folo wapụ politiks Naijiria so mgbe klad lagara ama m na onweghị Obi a ga-achite ya aja mgbe tresi ọlawa ndị a nwechara ego Obi Kubana bụrụ ọla edebe arụ na ya achọghị ime politiks mana ọ na-eguru m nwanne ya nwoke nke na-esi ya n'azụ ka ọ kọntest gọvanọ of Anambra steeti nke nwanla akwụkwọ bụ Kubana chief priest efe ọkụ jiri bedde ya kpụrụ okpu jagaba nwa Betrayal edochie name them because ha afụgo na ọ bụ na ha support this man win na a ga-eme attack that is the politics ndị both ma ndị nke nọ na business world ma ndị nke nọ tinyegoro isi ala politics that is what they are playing but our people, our ordinary people, persons like me, I don't know why they seems not to understand the game eji anyị agba. We chose to die for them. We chose to die in their war. Oh,
Thank you, my brother. Let's hear from bro Greg.
Okay.
Are you there, Greg? You're back.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I was
I'm
not
back.
expecting you back. You're back from your appointment. Then.
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I thank God that you guys are still there. Yes, I just want to start with our PM, his own comments about the sing praises. No timpu, the mama nihu gwampiti nazi. Those ones who will praise you when you are there, and behind you they will do a different thing. Those who want to use his closeness to get to achieve one thing or the other from friends, because now I understand very, very well this woman, Adada Ramma. Now the picture of the lady is absolutely, completely clear. When we watch the video of the declaration in Finland, I was watching this woman and every of her step. So she almost go inside Dr. Ngazarabe's.
Yes.
She almost go inside inside her clothes.
Exactly.
And then I understand the kind of person she is. This is the person who wants to use her to shine, to show the world that we are in charge.
It was about herself, not about Biafra.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, about herself.
So, I was the right-hand man of PM. Now I'm the right-hand person of Dr. Ngazarabe's.
And by the way, she was never the right hand of PM. She was never. Forget that picture she's taking. She was never.
The point there is word the PM use, which some of them don't even understand.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember when they were attacking him about Nelly of Ebu, he told them that is a film. I forgot the name of that film. He said, you stay more closer to your enemy than to your friend. Most of them are stupid. They don't even understand that word. You stay more closer to your enemy more than to your friend. And many of them have not come to capture that word. They think he is stupid. And these so-called Adadarama have not come to understand that. But on her own side, I can understand her level of wisdom, her level of exposure, and everything. So I know her capacity. The point there is that's a very local champion. Biafrans in the village, those village Emakwanda is very, very, very that village champion eat very deep into her. So that was the game she was playing to use Totongoza Rebeze to get many things, because now I can get this picture very well. Either she was using it only for herself, whatever, to get some connections in back home in Nigeria or in Biafra land or whatever. They will say these are the people that is what they're doing is happening. So, and anything she's in any organization where she cannot be the first or the second, that organization cannot work. And if she is in any organization, she will use her bad character to destroy those organizations. Most of those things she's doing, I believe she don't even know where she do some of them. So she don't understand what she's doing most of the time. That's maybe. But with this character of pushing yourself to PM, now when Dr. Ngozi come up, you push yourself, and a woman like herself, Dr. Ngozi is a woman like her. So she know the area she was going, and she want to keep her a little bit distance. And she was trying to use that to attack everybody, to take control, to push her to do what she want to do. When she said no, she busted out and tried to go to blackmail her. So she had never been in this struggle. She only come to show up, to show Imakwanda. That is the only thing she came here to do. So anybody that is still listening to that woman is deceiving herself. Any person, because when there is one Kai reporter, he played Mr. Remigius, one more of his broadcasts against Gento and against Igwe Butoza. And that very presentation, that very broadcast Remigius made against these people, you cannot do it to your worst enemy. So if Mr. Remigius come out now to tell the world that those things I was talking about, Igwe Butuza and the Gento, that those things were not true, I was misinformed, or I was only trying to do it because of Anabasaga, then what will you say tomorrow that people will believe you? Because you need to go back and listen to those tapes, that what the whole thing was, if he was vomiting against these people. And now you are pretending as if you are fighting for Igwe Butuza and the Gento and the Biafra. So that is sure that this guy had not been real, and is fighting against somebody who against the Tongos Rebeze because they gave information, whether right or wrong, that what do you call Caterpillar is working for a Biafra army, and he said that Caterpillar was threatening him or her. So now, how can somebody fight for him or her when after listening to a lot of things they have done in the past? So nobody can say yes, that Caterpillar was right or wrong. So for me, you cannot go and fight for those kind of people and say, why are you attacking them, him, Remigius, or what do you call it? Call her Adadorama. Because when they say all those evil against people, you don't know what they did to Caterpillar that was wrong. You don't know what Remigius did or what Adadorama did to this Caterpillar. But now they want to use Caterpillar as a defense, which nobody will say either they did good or bad to this Caterpillar. So if Caterpillar true is fighting them, they must have done something evil, which we don't know. And they cannot come out and tell you, this is what I did to this man. Because like this, all the whole evil they spoke against the Igwe Butus and the Gento. So if Gento come out and fight them tomorrow, they will say, who will blame Gento? Because if you listen to that thing, is something that nobody can believe. So that is the kind of thing, and the PM identified this lady right from beginning and know that they are evil. So it's better for them to change or let them just keep quiet. And any person that's still following them is wasting time. So coming to Soludo, destroying innocent property in Anambra State. Number one is this: there is nowhere those things we are built that is supposed to destroy it or destroy those property in anywhere. No matter where those property, where those things are in Anambra State, there is no reason to destroy those innocent property, because what can it cannot. I do not see any reason, because in this place we are living, when you are driving, sometimes there's a place you will come and you ask how. If it were in Nigeria, they would destroy those property, they would destroy those houses. But in Nigeria, here they don't have no reason to destroy them. Instead, they will navigate a road and make a way where those places, where vehicle can pass those places. But in our own, they will destroy those buildings without no notice. At the capacity of innocent, this man still go and destroy his property without even notice. That is show you what do you call him, the Anambra State governor represent. So he's not fighting for the people to get job. Instead, he's looking for a way to destroy those people who are trying to build the state where people can work or earn their money. So that is evil. They are fighting. So Soludo is not a solution, but the problem to the Igbo land and Anambra State, or the old Anambra. So we continue going to condemn them from all their evil. All those things they are doing in Anambra State, people continue condemning them, because without condemning them, they will continue doing those evil they are doing. So for me, he's supposed to pay back and apologize, not just to innocent, but to whole Igbo people. Because when you go to that innocent place, majority of people are working there, they all come from all sorts of Igbo land. Not only a number of people are working there. You get a Boni, you get Imo, you get Anambra, you get even some Yorubas are even working that place, even though they come from Yoruba land. So there is no excuse for him to destroy those things. So he must find a way to know what. Look at the cars, he did dust everywhere on those new cars. It's terrible. So yeah, there is no other thing than to send the signal to him that he's not helping us, rather he's destroying us. That is what Soludo represent in Old Anambra. Thank you.
But Massachusetts, so let me just say, like, can you hear me? Is my voice coming out?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, so the guy who was who made the comment about Soludo destroying, so is it that they gave Innocent quit notice and he didn't honor it, or what? But even at that, there is no justification to engage in such wasteful venture in a very scarce resource society. Is because Obunobro Iwe Nantaji and all this type of thing. Why not? Soludo was supposed to call Innocent, you arrange it. Either, okay, that this location, the government need it for this or that, whatever, but we can rearrange, get you another place to relocate, with understanding. But if you are doing it out of bitterness and, hatred, or to serve the agenda of the Fulanis, that is really sad. It's just sad, because when you watch these vehicles that were destroyed, these things, it runs into millions and millions in a society where people are struggling. In every region of the country, people are struggling financially. And you, as a governor, you've come, you promise heaven and earth, and you have failed to deliver. And you go about causing destruction, engaging wasteful ventures, because this is wasteful. There's absolutely no reason to engage in such wasteful venture when you can provide alternative solution for innocent to, you know, and it's just really sad. But then I think that, yeah, I just hope that he will be held accountable because I don't know how many jobs he has provided since they, apart from the touts he created, who goes about, you know, the disturbing and exploiting or extorting money from the traders. I've seen the video of the Soludo security boys he created. They were just, you know, harassing people up and down, and it's just really sad. I've forgotten what something I wanted to say, but Akonyo, Akonyo made a point that neither Innocent or none of them support the USB or Biafra actualization. Well, I understand that, but at the same time, it can't possibly be a reason to engage in this, because at the end of the day, these things are in Biafra land, and it will help to know that we have people like Innocent. He's not academician. Innocent is not academician like Soludo, but he has a gift, a rare gift. Because I have a younger brother who did not see the four walls of a classroom all his life, but he's just gifted. If you hand a tablet or computer or radio, he just pieces everything, open it up and fix it back without spending not even a day in the classroom, you know. So people I've watched Innocent, you know, in one of the interviews. So I don't think he's one of those people, but he just had that gift. And Biafra, we have to appreciate and encourage everybody, because gift is so gift.
He did not even finish his primary school, Innocent.
Imagine.
He dropped primary 4.
You see? Okay.
Oh, good. One for that they call Costaris.
Okay.
Today, I'm for that the chacha. Oh, Costaris, when you laugh for that since. I'm for that the chacha.
You see? So obviously, but Soludo ought to know better, because you are the one who claimed to be academician. So where is the value? What is the value of your so-called education or professor or whatever? You're not making. It's just sad. It's just sad, because he must know that he is contributing. Again, they are not coming out to support, you know. But
one thing you must know, Chris, is this: in every reasonable society, in every reasonable government, people like Innocent is being treated special.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
what the government cannot do is what Innocent is doing. Innocent is giving thousands of people job, paying them salaries. None of the Innocent workers have protested and said they are not getting their salary or paying their pay. But government of Soludo and government of Nigeria,
They are
who have
owing
been working
people.
for them are
They
protesting. They are not getting their pay.
Yeah.
They're not even getting their salaries. So,
can you? Yeah. Okay. Go on. Yeah.
So that is number one. Number two is this: if this outside Biafra first, we are not saying he's not supposed to support what we are doing as a freedom for his people, but in another way he's doing it, because if those are brothers and sisters who have job in the east there with Innocent, these are the people who would have joined either 419 or one of two criminal gang that pose danger to the society of the Igbo land. So those jobs he's providing for them is another way of fighting for our freedom.
Exactly.
Which Soludo is not doing.
Yeah.
Then another thing there is this: if you watch that very video, you will see that that house is not on the road. They have already created their own road. So, but if this, maybe the house is closer to the road. Why didn't he use something, use a kind of iron bar or any kind of protection if the house is too close, and make sure he protect people who are that is people who the pedestrian people that walk along that very place. So why don't the government look for a way to protect those people? Why didn't he build something? Why must you go and destroy those property?
You know,
and even not given information, he destroyed the vehicle that had been already produced. Act on those showroom. Look at dust everywhere on those vehicles. So that's totally wickedness on his own side.
Yeah, yeah, let me say this before I forget quickly. You know, this is one of those things, you know, like the time the PM Simon Ekpa in his days, this is one of those, because I've seen it happen sometime in the past where he comes out and make a proclamation. You may be a governor, you may be a chieftain or whatever, you know, but he was the type of impact he was making. You call you to order, and I suggest that. I suggest that Dr. Ngozi Arabeze has to address this issue at some point. You know, it's a way of making people to know that behaviors, attitude like this is unacceptable. We can't tolerate it. Let's just look at it like this. They're not even put aside the other Nigerian states or whatever, but Biafra as a whole, if not for that spirit of maybe the spirit of crab or pull him down syndrome, sort of, if the governors in the Biafran states, if they come together and decide that we are going to patronize innocent cars, you know, because at the end of the day, it's for the benefit of everybody. Sometimes people don't know the impact, how widespread the value and the impact of things like this can go. So they decide that we will do away with all these foreign cars for the staffs and all these government departments. Let us support innocent motors, innocent cars. It will go a long way. And that will also encourage other people to, you know, queue in and promote the business that will benefit Biafra as a whole. So, but like I said, this is one of those things back in the days. Simon Ekpa will just come out and condemn it, and it will get to Soludo, and you have a rethink. Either he will apologize, find a way to make it up, because it's unacceptable. So I just want to say that quickly, that maybe the USB government will have to look into this and see what they can do, because at the end of the day, people will listen. So that is my position. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. And for the record, that very place was destroyed without a notice, according to this man in what he said. He said the demolition was done without a notice. That is why you see Kappa. Even when they were doing that demolition, there is people are in that building while that thing was going on.
That's sad. Really sad.
People were in that building where okay, let me play it again. Let me play it again just for clarity, so that we can get it straight.
And when even Meli Boji wedi ebube. And then even the Boma. Mona gana Boji asini Igbo amaka. Na never anti na my screen now. Kefo eba na kunu innocent. Eba Oji we Meli showroom na Anambra State. When me get my investigation now, when I got that now. Na nwere any notice e weta we na akoda tunyabu na. Mmadu ka no n'ime that house we na akọ.
Hey,
did you hear that? There's no notice, and somebody is in the house.
Yeah.
Why they were bringing that? And
I had it.
The video by the side, leave video by the side. You see somebody in that house. The person.
So even
did you see somebody there in that building?
Yeah.
Somebody there.
Yeah.
Somebody's in that building. Why that demolition was going on?
That is dangerous.
Without
Kankalesia, Kanolonto. When I walk on Aju, Governor of Anambra State, the Charles Soludo, 001 ndị Anambra wee na-ajụ ya ọ gịnị bụ iwe gị mere iji wee na-akụ unu a kedu ibe bụ iwe gị ọ na ịnọsị na ada akwụrụ tax Soludo na biznes na ebe ime biznes nwoke ibe gị na ebe ime biznes mmadụ ibe ịkụ wee tụtụrụ moto niile na-akpọbala akpọba na kastan ebe a na ya n'iyi ọ bụrụ na ị nyere ịnọsịn notice that na echele ịkụ ebe a nwere ihe mekọta ka ha fi bupụsi moto a niile iyi dameji na over 20 something vehicles bụ moto another state igo a na-arrange ga-ejeme supply ya ka iji ejekwulie ikwubele ibe na-esele gịnị nọsị Soludo ikwubele ibe na-esele gịnị nọsị na inwe hidden agenda ikwubele ibe na-esele gịnị nọsị na ebe ime business mmadụ ibe gị supply ya arrange chago ka eje mee supply another state igo moto iju na-eme ngo another state igo ka ị bịa bịakwulie ikwubele ibe na-esele gịnị nọsị Soludo ọ bụrụ na onye nwe like 2,000 to 3,000 workers ebe a kịta because of ife amele ebe a kịta ebe adịgo shut down kịta all those people kịta na-benefit from this company kịta adịgo akwụlugo ofu ebe all the families na-benefit from ebe a reason ibe iji kwu ife a bụ you want to create a walkway na gota alụrụ alụ walkway nke Sanwo-Olu Lagos.
You can imagine that he just that was why he demolished a whole building.
USB.
And man is there showing him example of how it was done in Lagos State.
In Lagos, yeah. USB.
Ewulizie that slab emelu walkway. Mana ejula ajụ ebe ị na-eme economics, ebe ị na-economize ego. Wee je korie business mmadụ ibe gị nwoke ibe gị. Kedu ife iji wee lalakọta ụlọ wee teta wee sị na ịnọsị nke icheta. Ọ bụrụkwa afịa ka ị patronize goli ya o. Ide egori ya afịa. Because ende na-emu moto ndị udo ga-achọ ibupụta. Nyụ anya dị afọrọ moto ịnọsị. Why that now the person teaching well legally and mgbe Peter Obi che Anambra State na Peter Obi na agwala Peter Obi do ya kana nte say na moto innocent esiri ike ya say na moto innocent pụta ọjụ so na ọ bụ na moto innocent ka ọ ya bụ me ogo ọsarebe governor Peter Obi na no problem keta and he went ahead and protest we go the
it is sad, but the most important information here is that what has happened is a very, very wrong thing that has just happened. And you can see the way these people are destroying our land and making sure that people do not come to invest in Biafra land, making sure that they make things difficult, even when there is no federal government present. The private people that are trying to establish a presence of companies in that place, they are still not making a way for them. This government of the Janjaweed is still using the Janjaweed to make sure they hold us captive. But we will continue, not allow this to continue. Let's hear from our sister Ojuko before we proceed. Let's hear from our sister Ojuko.
Please, okay.
Brothers and my brothers in the house, good morning. I know I didn't start from the beginning, but this little one that I saw is heartbreaking, like heartbreaking. I think it's just the same thing that is just happening in different ways. All these people that are already working for the Fulani government, they are destroying us. Okay, they're pursuing us in, at Lagos, anywhere, Abuja. Then back in our house, they still have their agent back in our own house. Can they be, where would you want people? Okay, innocent now, or Ghana now to build this, because I'm sure they will be happy to take him.
Ghana has been calling him for a long time. Ghana have been inviting him for long now.
To build this company now and give them job. What would our people say? Ghana, can we? Okay, when Soludo did this, our people, what is your action? What did you guys do? Storm that government house, put fire on it, and bring that government house down. We have to learn to do tooth for tooth. Because now they have rendered all the people that get job there jobless. The same hunger tactics to destroy our people. This is nothing minus openly supporting Biafra. We don't know. There are people that are even supporting that we don't even know.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if it's not supporting openly,
yeah,
for even providing job for our people.
Yeah,
That's a Biafra heart. Lagos and Abuja JJ build our company had there. You think that he cannot do that? You think he cannot do that? And our people are just standing, asking Soludo, what did you do? Instead of pursuing that Soludo, looking for him. Looking for him.
Presence of his company elsewhere. How can someone to bring that limelight? Apart from papillon, plastic, innocent number 2, Africa.
Yeah, because
state.
Even the guy in one aircraft, the same thing. They wanted to put him down. Oh, why are you using his shago as a uniform? You see all these things. Then they will come out boldly. Nobody harasses them. Say whatever they want to say. They go free on that. They do whatever. They destroy our company. Nobody question them. Why are we so scared? Why is our people so scared? Why would Soludo do something like this and still use his 2 legs that look like mosquito leg and come out in Anambra State and go free?
Campaigning for re-election. He's campaigning for re-election.
And go free for doing this. Well, what is wrong with our people? Eh? If this is now is Lagos, now you see what they will do. If this is in outside, you see what they would. They're ready to sacrifice their life to deal with this one person that is destroying the life of everybody. Do you know? Oh my God! I didn't come in on time because I was with I opened my phone and I saw that Go 247 was there live, so I just joined in. And oh my God, the worst happened there too. Oh my goodness me! That's why I say cancer is not treated. You cannot treat it. You cut it off. We need to learn. We need to put this sign. Cancer is not treated, but cut off. Because Soludo is going to destroy another company if that cancer is not cut off. If Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has cut off everything that has been happening in the cabinet, we will not be where we are today. Because when I listened to Go 247 this morning, I was like, wow. Wow. Eh? And now patch. And I know that the Prime Minister was patching out the, the way we have respect for women. But there are evil women. Evil.
So much patching,
Evil. And he was there patching cancer. Now that this cancer has spread so bad that if not, we cut it off to some point that it can be treated, it would have spread everywhere and bring the government down, because that's what cancer does. It will attack every organs of the body until it will bring the person down. But if you notice it at that early stage, cut it off to stop that spread. Eh? That's why these governors, they can come out, they challenge you, they go free. Who are we? They know us. We can't do anything. How can Soludo commit this kind of crime and tomorrow it's going to come out openly and start with microphone, start talking to people and nothing happen? Oh, come on now. I'm so angry with all this. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if anybody knows how he can turn me into witchcraft, to fly and go there and cut off all these cancers, I will do that.
It's really annoying.
I'm telling you. That's why I don't know if the witchcraft will even exist there, because I've been looking. They say people fly like a bird. I like to fly.
Fly for where? Nobody then they carry go court. They need to disappear.
You see all these fake things.
Fake things.
Because I've been looking like, please, why are they doing this? I want to. There are people that that are in my red book that I'll go straight to them and put off those cancer. Eh? Because they keep tomorrow night you will see if he will go free on this one, he will find another business and destroy it and go free. Eh? Because if Uzodema as a cancer has been cut off since trust me, where we are now, we will not be there. We need to put that sign. Cancer is cut off, not treated. In the cabinet, everywhere. But I'm happy. That's why when a woman is a leader, women to women, we know. Because I know Prime Minister, they will, and then we say, as a woman, we respect women. But if you're a woman and you come to me as a woman, we'll tackle it, woman to woman. I'm happy what this Dr. Ngozi Remezi is doing now, cutting off these cancers. Cancers, they keep spreading. Oh, it just makes me so sad that somebody's sweat, employ people. Tell me a company that Soludo has built since for 4 years now that is, which company and how many people has he given a job? If not criminals that he hand guns. That's his job, employment.
There's no presence of Soludo business in Aligbo entirely. Anybody that can counter me, come with your proof.
And then our people will allow him
There's
to
no
do this and
proof
go
of any
free.
presence of business around
Do
Aligbo.
this and go free and not bring down that government where he sits on. Bring that building down. Look for him anytime he's on the pulpit as a cancer, talking, trying to spread, cut off that cancer. Idiots everywhere. Stupid people. They just planted them to destroy our people. I'm so angry and so pissed off this morning. Thank you, my brother.
Massachusetts, if I may just say something quickly, because I have to go now, maybe tomorrow again, by the grace of God.
We are rounding up now, so just take it as your closing remark as we just go on the closing remark.
Exactly.
My time is already up, so go ahead.
All right. So it's just more like a suggestion, if you will, to USB, Dr. Ngozi Remezi. She has to speak on this issue because it's very painful. It is sad. And like I said, during PM's time, he speaks, and these governors, they all listen. They followed him. There was no, I don't know if he's Ubi or whatever, something like that, committed something not quite on this level, but the PM spoke and action was taken. So these are stuff like this, the USB has to speak very boldly, very clearly on this, stamp the authority. They will know that as a new sheriff in town, she has to speak on this, and perhaps it might get to innocent, and he will know. Maybe some of them now, they are not even as like they are not aware, or they don't see the need to do the right thing. So but if she comes out and speak, it will get to every one of them, including Soludo and innocent. They will know the position and know that there's something happening. So I suggest that she make out time and speak very, very clearly on this issue, because it's unacceptable. Thank you so much, and God bless every genuine Biafran, and we'll see you again. God bless.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you, Christian. Thank you for your support and your contribution. Bro Greg, give us your closing remark, and let's hear it. Are you there, bro Greg? Is Gregory there? I think Gregory is not there.
I'm there.
Let's go to...
I'm there.
Okay, go ahead.
I was talking, I didn't mute myself. Yes, thank you, Chus, for your good work. And it's a message to the Biafra people to be vigilant in their actions and the things they do. Our brother Christian made a statement. He said that Dr. Ngozi Remezi is going to make a statement about this. For me, it is not important, because the point there is, when PM was there, some of this information, she gets information direct, and she knows reasons and what happened. But in this situation, I don't know. I'm not speaking for the government because I'm not in the cabinet, but I'm just speaking what I feel.
because some of those informations that our PM was getting that makes him to do a lot of things, I believe Dr. Ngozi have not started getting some of them because some people don't know where they send their information this time around. So, and yeah. So what I want to tell the Biafrans is this. Let us continue in what we are doing. We are not going to relent. Whatever they like, let them do. We will not stop. It's a thing that cannot stop until achieve everything we have to achieve. We have gone 70, 75%. So to 80%, the remaining 20% will not make us go back to square one. So it's just like falling back. So falling back is impossible. We are flying front, not even marching forward. We are flying front. So let the Biafrans be strong in what they are doing and support the areas they can, speak out. Just as the DPM said, give information if there is anything you had. It will be good to create a platform where the Biafrans back home, if there is any movement, if there is anything they suspect, they call that place and give any information. And those information will go to the Biafra army for them to know how to react and how to do. So I think that would be a welcome if something like that will be done. But those kind of information, they know how they will strategically arrange it. So that is my message to them and to the cabinet. And let's be Biafran, be strong, both home and abroad. We are flying forward. We are not crawling back. We are flying forward. That is my message. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you. Our beloved sister Ojugo, give us your last word as we wrap up.
Well, my brother, Biafrans, my speech this morning is don't give up, but we need to stand strong. We need to stand strong. Strong for action. Because once we start taking action, you will see there will be before somebody will do anything. Otagodi first. If before they will take any action, they will think of repercussion of it. But if no action follows any evil deed, then it will continue to happen. So we need to stand strong. We need to stand firm. We need to. Anything cancer, no, it's not treatable. Cancer is only cut off. If you don't cut it off, it will spread. And when it spread, it causes to death. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our beloved sister. I appreciate you for that line. And I believe Biafrans are listening and they are observing, and I make sure everybody is watching. And the cabinet of Biafra is also watching. The Biafran cabinet, the government is watching. This message of cutting off the cancer have come all the way from Nnamdi Kanu till date, and we must hold on to it. We do not allow them. We don't forgive them and bring them back into our fold. No, we can forgive them, but they will be there where they are. We don't bring them back. Even if you are forgiven, remain where you are and give us space. But bringing them back, cancer, very dangerous. My brother Konyo, give us your closing remark in a minute.
Okay, thank you. I've made my own position clear during the first time because it is painful in two ways. How about the nwere isi ukwu anyị na-emetara ebere ga-atọ ọnọkwa jụọ anyị ma anyị lazụrụ ha okpu. But in all the ways, enidiri ịkọwara ha ka ha ghọta because the person of innocent now, the little story Munwa followed about him, gaho deep la akwụkwọ, and ndị Igbo si na ada amaka ekpela nka. onye gụbara akwụkwọ la okenye now majorly ọ bụzi all the rudiment ọ ga-enweta as a child ozi for certificate and how to speak. So abịa n'ego o nwere and all those efulefu Todechu alụlachi Peter Obi mgbe ọ chịrị presence company Peter Obi nwere n'ala Igbo bụ oli ebe a na-arụ mmanya Hero onweghị any other thing o nwere ebe destin ya skatara bụ na Port Harcourt shopping mall ya Port Harcourt Lagos every Abuja. So those are the type of leaders anyị nwere. But in nothing doro m anya enweghị any presence of his company outside Igbo land. That plastic na-ekwu okwu ya iru Enugu steeti now la side Abakaliki ị ga-agachanwu company ya in a day ebe a na-arụ plastic. So onu ahụ ka o si kesasịa but ndị be anyị jọrọ njọ. So ayọ nwala ayọ gọọmenti bụ lobby ekwukwo mere na mbido this year January mgbe Obi Nwanne ka na-eme program. I said this severally there. Lobby ndị be anyị eme now Dr. Ngozi ya tụpụkwa n'ọnụ. In fact, idebe akwụkwọ fara a even ọ bụrụ ede anọtụkwa decorate again. Because Charity has meet be ha. Let me tell you people today. If GDP Nigeria, apart from nke ga-enwetala mmanụ, let's assume GDP Nigeria nọ now. Nke ha zufuru bụ politician ha declare no ihe ha nwere. 3% la Nnewi nwere the money. Ịnọsị na ego ibete edizi dịrị nne. Tony Mas oyi. As in kedebe ga-eje gụba Innocent Tony Mas na ofu onye ọzọ nwere ego Nigeria nwere anụ na ka skatara ala Igbo si biko si debere ha akwụkwọ akịkwana ntị ihe ndị ọjọọ ya akọ kọwara ha and ebe awọja ndị nwere ego most of them agụ ha akwụkwọ o nwere ike ogbogbo oyibo unu na-asụ ha da anụ ya ha tụgharịzie ka ha gere ndị nke na-asụ Igbo ọ bụrụ nwaanyị isi ọcha ka ha ga-akwudo lasia. So biko nu ọ bụrụ ede ya Igbo ede ya oyibo esendị delegate ga-emeti ha kọwara ha Pfizer nwere patent to ampiclox and so many other medicine. Ị gaghị arụ ya without ha inye gị permission ịrụ ya. Si gwanụ ha lee nwere ihe a na-akpọ patent na ha patent na enweta na a ga-enye ha patent na onye ọzọ agaghị arụ ihe a ha na-arụ without ịbịa nweta amamihe a na-akpọ ala aka ha. Although that is how to tell them what they stand to get because they are made. Enweghị ego. Soludo n'ala agwa gị ka ihe ndị nọ na North ya eme. New government house ọ rụrụ n'ala Anambra as na ụlọ ya na Abuja is ×2 of it. Many politicians more track go. Their investment be having nwere outside. That is why I had the headband. Okay, Peter Obi na investment ya na Lagos. Ịma na silent killer ka ọwụ. Waja. Don't be surprised na nke a na-akpọ e-money now. Enwere ike bụrụ on the shoulder of Peter Obi ka ha laghachiri. Mgbe ndị greedy about him. During Abacha mgbe o bidoro kpaba ego Obi. So those are the type of people I nwere. Ya nwa abụgo sell out. Adema asị jekwuru ya. But onye dịka ịnọsị na anụnwa o jesi ha akwụkwọ ike. And ya nwa bụ ndị be anyị n'obi. So biko edegharị akwụkwọ akọwara ya gwa ihe ọ ga-enweta ma Biafra bịa. Gwa ya the gain Biafra ga-enye ya ọ mata. Ọ bụrụ na ọ dị enye anyị ego but ọ mata na anyị kwụ. So that is number 1 on that side. What again do I even want to say? I forgot about. That's the only little thing I will say concerning that video. The second thing I want to say that I saw one video about one military man that went to US Congress. Still Burkina Faso le bundi be ha ko so lo ndi be ha ko le bu citizen. The West, they are not after us. And the US will move against Burkina Faso, a bit to third world war. Because many youth not in line with Burkina Faso and Mali and the rest of it. So that's why I'm watching Kweku. I've broken and no material now. But anya ndị isi ọcha ndị ọcha ga-ele right from 60s ka ha pụtara ịbụ ndị Igbo na ịbụ problem ha nwere na anyị na-afụ ihe ekwesịghị ka afụ. Ọkwa ya mere m ji ekwu lekwa ihe a na-akọ now because of na ọ na-achọ ịsọpụ ha arala ọnụ. So let us be careful with what we are doing about this West. I hope na ha ga-anyere anyị aka. Me ịjụọ m sị gị na enyemaka ha afford m alaka ha. And ndị be anyị bụ ndị na-ekwukwu nwere onwe anyị mara na anyị ji onwe anyị ndị nke nọla akụ asịrị ayọ ka m na-ayọ unu kọpụtakwa na Filip Ekunu si Filip ya tag ya minini nke unu but unu mara na ọ bụ na anyị enwetaghị onwe anyị onye dịka Soludo agaghị akụtu be nwanne anyị. There are some figures eruru out yesterday na since Buhari gbara ọchịchị till now na ndị be anyị gbugburu 20,300 all ihe ruru out na Imo State ga-anọ rulo ya out since Buhari gbara till today. Ihe Fulani gburu na by 22 youth egburu 20,300. All the bloggers na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe they are not seeing it. Depth knowledge anyị na-enweta la platform nobody nwere ebe ọzọ a na-enweta ya apart from ikwu onye bụ onye kwesịrị iche ha. Why na ọchịchị irutebere ala irutebere ebe ụnọ ebe bụ ọchịchị irute na unu erie mbọmbọ ka leaders Nigeria si eri mbọmbọ. Let us come to our senses. That's the little thing I want to say this afternoon. Thank you. You are mute. You mute yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you and I appreciate all the Biafrans that have been part of this program today from the beginning to the end. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect all of us, lead us onto our victory. Wherever you are, please continue to do what you have to do to support the government of Biafra. We must overcome. No matter what the enemies say, no matter what they do, victory is ours. Do not get distracted. Remember, successful people do ordinary things with extraordinary consistency, commitment, and focus. You must be committed, you must be focused, and you must be committed to every single thing you are doing. Consistency remains the key. Do not be deceived, do not be distracted. The truth is there for you to see, except you choose otherwise. Just like Goodluck Jonathan said, that it is easy to wake somebody who is sleeping, but for somebody who is pretending to sleep, there is nothing you can do for such person. That is why today I'm saying the same thing. For those who want to see the truth, it is very clear and plain for you. Those who pretend not to see it, we can't help you. All we have to do is to do our part every day here and continue to do our best to bring out information for those who are lacking information. Thank you so much for joining us. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect all Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oreboweze. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eba. May Chukwu Okike continue to protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much for being part of this program. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Thank you and stay safe. See you again tomorrow, same time.
Na wana na mose vive na kiti enoi na tulaje bwana mabuli vemelem kuja otibe kwa tula ne bovo imalugo no godo kokodo nya no be hule Dani mona tunilo na ya kalakana kwa lerinu mwangulu ngula matali woso jere futa mbaka njuba diali mama abulezi okwenu na bakala kelwego nesienu n'ụbọchị akala kelwego n'odezi Makana baba neno waralu nunuteyi Umu Biafra kunyenwe Umu Biafra kunyenwe Unanu kwa ni mono nuno mono nezi biakanenwe Ono nenu lila tono na nagulugu senyi tono nugu banatai Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makana juko no 1 million no we bofu wa mabulezi okwe Naka ni kwata milake kwa wacha sienyi kakezu ezo pabule bewelo tamano Umu Biafra kuyenwe Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makano fobi abakama Nana nugo noe Biafra na mekele umulina Nkabo nkanyi Mwadati na ijele wanyi biakeneli Okwagi bulu kwekene na fando to Biafra is our hope And the Biafra is our religion God did I want to cheers a moon or be born here Wesley I can argue I don't know what you quote Ikemba one of Biafra land among them. My phone the mochi the baby the beach and the mountain. I was a good word in my libonine. The word in my love Biafra to make what you cool. Papa gisi kana logi Philippe F young. Abaze kwa wake kuloku wekusi okusi na Biafra ye kunye. Na ya bu Biafra ya tulugo enata. Na bulu na ya bu Biafra e kuigo. Loko guli mwata na kana ele. Abagisi kana logo nyendu manzi nande Kanu. Amadike Biafra kedebe nodika. Amadike Biafra bianulo.
She has no jurisdiction to crime. None whatsoever. I came out of
Obagibo foye tilindilo badamula honis.
Accused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to the NJC for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them this is what happens. Nobody wants to do it. That's the problem. They sent her to my case. So they can
Biafra government in They don't have exile cabinet. Natukunanda na ya baunube. Bakano ya sulobe ya toka imalugenwe. Disionike. Kada lomo the Biafra Liberation Army, Umuchukwu. The agents of Biafra land, they can wait. The great oracles of Biafra, Nananu. I don't wake them, no, no, GC Canon. Let's go about home. Oh, to I say, can the Prime Minister H.E. Mazi Simon Weber? I was a guava to be
the best.
I'm trying to do more Biafra, I don't got your temper with Nnamdi.
The one I just show you, you will not see.
Yes. Ogada gidi dike bia no. Biafra na no no. Gloda bekenege. Asemo na adele Biafra ni na mo. Asemo adele no ni na mo. Madanye na bono no udela yi welien. Madanye na bono dudo no we. Makana mbona boke kwe na bonike. Moya na no moya no. No be voye de beline de no wa believe amalama. A good legacy will last forever, my believe amalama. And the remembrance of my bless you.